And we should be live. Give me a minute to set up some stream avatars, but I do hope everyone's Monday is going well so far. We will be doing a side quest that I totally forgot about that we're going to do. But first, we're going to see how we do it the first time we fight the eyeless again. In the meantime, we're listening to the same soundtrack we listened to last time. Let me just go ahead and get this going. Hey, Mickey, how goes it? Just loading it up right now, the Steam avatars. But how's your Monday going, Mickey? And also loving that GoldenEye video so far, which does remind me, while you're here, Mickey, I'm going to go shout at you. If you haven't already followed Mickey D, I would highly suggest it. Wonderful, funny, and joyful videos. And now we have that going and interrupting our music. Doing good. Doing good so far. I'm just ready to deal with this enemy type that screwed me over and whatchamacallit. Both when I first played this game a long time ago and now still screwing me over. So we're gonna go ahead and meet the eyeless. I need to shout you out during my once every 6 month streams. I shall happily take the shouts. Alright, I'm going to boot this up while we enjoy the little soundtrack, which is totally not foreshadowing something in the future. Alright. Now we are ready. So, Mickey, you're gonna meet a very horrifying foe that we're gonna... Albeit this DLC is great, this foe is not one of the hardest ones in the entire game. To me, at least. And just wait till you see their design. They are creepy, but they're also horrifying to fight. Alright, so, fun thing is, before we start, this is where my new save has stuff. And, hold on. This is the missed side quest that we're going to do after we have a chance to see how we handle the new foe this time. With our new weapon. Will we die? Probably. But let's see how we go. So to sum up, we met another Watcher, like Alyssa, who is part of the Red Sarens, who want to take over this valley. We came to an impasse and agreed that there's something else going on here, and after that, something else happened, and now we're fighting these new enemies called the Eyeless. When it loads, of course. Oh, in the meantime, we have little Loki over here. Ah, and there they are now. Yeah, these are the guys. Fun thing is, they are probably the hardest foes, even on any difficulty. For reference, we've been dying last time. I put this down to easy because, you know, until turn-based mode, I'm kind of not the greatest at this. So this has been easy for a while. Okay. That's one thing I want to try. Come on, guys, over here. Let's try and get you out of the way. Guys, we need to move away from them. They hurt. Alright, I guess Durance is gonna die first.
I'll kick him, see if he's really down.
Alright, Mana, huh? You don't have to kick our bigot priest, but okay. Let's try and separate them. Come on, buddies. No, do not fight, please, guys. We're just trying to separate them. No, I think Alyssa's gonna die. Yes, Loki, I know, you want attention.
No.
Okay, I don't think we can separate them right now. Nope. Both our healers are down. Yep. That weapon right there is what we're doing the side quest for. So, before we go into the details and die, this weapon, hello Loki, can technically have a chance to, 25% chance to destroy these guys on any hit, which is the most important thing for them because these guys hurt like trucks, as we've already seen them just killing us. Let's take another chance at actually doing it right this time. And then we're good to go. But yeah, left on this note last stream, and yeah, that's where we left off. The eyeless are not fun because they're very painful. They do have one weakness though. They are weak to CCs, which means my party setup is probably not the great one to be here. Loki, don't be dipping my ankles, you little kitty cat. Alright, so let's go try this out.
Hey.
What do we have here? What can I do to knock these guys down? Let's see. Let's pop this for us. Durant's over here. No, we need something else from Durant's. You can focus on that one. You can knock them down.
Huh?
Okay, we got that down. Aloth, you have something. Aha, you do. Oh, no, I can't. You can't do that now. They're moving. Hopefully that makes them... No. And over here... And you're dead. That ability with that guy's channeling right there is gonna kill us.
Hey.
Huh?
Let me see, what do I have here to do? No, we need something that's crowd control. Hey, this is gonna be a hard fight. The two priests makes it hard. Summon you. Wait, you're saying I have that, huh? Hold on. Never mind, why'd I even bother with that? Then the ability that kills everyone. A dear buddy, can you please knock that dude down? Nope. Yep, this is still a rough battle, but who knows? Maybe we'll be lucky and not die.
Our dauntless Valiant
Yep.
isn't doing so well.
That ability that guy channeled there is the thing that killed all of us. When they scream.
Hey.
Yeah?
But I think we're gonna die this anyway at some point. Okay, you can get out of the way, buddy. Hey, Loth, are you even doing anything, buddy? No, I'm already down. Rip.
Hey.
But yeah, this is the hard part of the DLC, when these guys are introduced. So, once we're dead, well, let's just say we took a nap, and now we're doing the side quest after this.
Damn it. We gotta take better care of our...
Once we all die, obviously. This is just a wonderful little another vision our watcher Alyssa had. Of us dying. Dear, you're our only hope. Question is Deer gonna live or not? Because Deer's our faithful tank.
Might need some help here.
Let's see, Adir, you're our only hope, but no. Adir just got kicked. Well, we did die. Okay, so now we can go ahead and load up the Smith side quest. That was part of the title. Alright, so I did that off stream to get that weapon that we saw Pallegina use it. As I realized, oh, my playthrough had a glowing weapon on my Pallegina, and for example, I can go ahead and load up a save and show that in a moment, but we'll worry about that after. So, before all that stuff happened,
Sure.
this guy, we want to go into this temple of Andra, they call it. We're going to kick this off. A dwarf paces with his head down and arms crossed, only stopping to hurl glances at the building behind him. His face is smeared with a dark with grime, and soot falls from his beard as he mumbles to himself. Work my hands into bloody stumps in this place, and for what? He kicks at a mound of dirty snow. Start with nothing, leave with less. He extends his arms out. I'm sorry for your loss. Don't be, I deserve it all. The dwarf wrinkles his nose, nostrils flaring like a horse. Well, good riddance should have never settled here in the first place. Some things you mean to leave behind, come to find out you packed them anyway. But I'm not leaving until I recover what's mine. They can't deny me again, not after this. Akron gestures at the burnt-out buildings. Those sweet-tongued priests took my heirlooms. Bury the memory of my past, they said. Now I don't even have that. What priests? A long time ago, that was. Different light, I'll spare you the sob story. Talking about it has done me no favors, nor time, nor distance. Nor them charlatans in there, as he spits. These priests, Andra's dogs, said the goddess would forgive. That some things are best left to be forgotten. Their leader, Lafta, I believed her words. Another one of them, a gift bearer, took my medallion. And now they won't tell me where it is. They'll respond better with tact than tirades. Sharp metal always wins me arguments, but I see your point. I'd be surprised if they return it willingly. They believe it's a sacred duty to cast them offerings to the god in some place they'll be forgotten. Better to find them where they drop them, I think. What's Lafta's role in this? She leads that group of crows. They took over the temple as folks started to leave, came to unburden those who sought to forget their misery here, they say. Tell me about the medallion you want to recover. It belonged to my sister. It was a pretty trinket to her, to me. She was the last of my family, at least that still acted like family to me. What else did you give these priests? The dwarf casts a measuring look at you and quickly turns his head away and nods. You would understand its value, my armor. A set finer than I've ever seen, but worthless to an old dwarf. I'd have traded it for the medallion, but a fool that I was to give them both. If I can help anything useful, just ask. Well, just go ahead and start the quest. I don't expect luck to grace me now, but if you find anything, I'll be here. Count on it. Alright, so we're gonna enter in here. I also really need to update Adir's, gear. If they have tempted to actually change his gear up a little bit. Alright, so here's the Andra. So, Andra is, not gonna get into too much spoilers, but Andra is fairly tied to these DLCs. Veins course under this woman's pale skin like an icy fisher's. Yet, when she speaks, her voice flows warm and soothing. Andra welcomes you into her embrace. Her features soften with compassion. We're here to ease the pain of your past, ready to take your burden. With a thin smile, she nods. If you let the goddess help you with your hardships, of course. First, before we go into the heirlooms, let's get some lore on Andra. Tell me about Andra. Andra is the goddess of redemption. Deep like an ocean, gentle as a mother. She's here to relieve her children of the darkest burdens. We came here to aid villagers, heal wounds of the past that fester in their souls. I thought Andra was the goddess of loss, mourning, and redemption. Loss and mourning, not redemption. That's... Priestess crowds her arms and shifts away. A common notion. Others may believe so, but the goddess' mysteries are profound. Her true power lies in redeeming your loss and regret. Was there something else you want to talk about? I want to know about the gift bearers. Gift bearers do Andra's most valued work. They carry the material burdens of unfortunate souls into their embrace so that the goddess may help them forget. Alright, want to ask you about Andra Okran's heirloom. The dwarf already asked. We gave him the counsel he needed. Slight irritation sharpens her tone. She seems to catch herself and modulating her voice back to the pleasant timbre. And naturally, we'll do what we can for you too. Ask what you will. Okran wants his medallion back. She brings her head together and nods. Ah, Okran. How often we let the shadows of the past become a burden even to others. That medallion, it weighs on Okran's mind. You're kind to help, but what he really needs is to cast away those memories. He changed his mind. As a priest, you must listen. I listened to him. Such dark memories, so much regret. We took on his burdens for his good and for the good of the village. His belongings, his past, now rest in Andra's realm. To be forgotten so that the wounds of his soul may heal. This is the will of the goddess. Let's suppose Okran has moved on. Tell me where the heirloom is. He hasn't, and that's the point. Besides, you have no authority here. I wonder what the village leader would have to say about that. You think we don't act in accordance with the local customs? The village knows we're here to help the unfortunate like Okran. They trust us. I can keep asking. A flash of color invades the priest's pale skin. I see there's no dissuading you. You seem a person of will. Very well. Okran's heirloom was taken by Ixtli, a chosen gift bearer among us. We cast away to an offering to Andra. Only he knows where. We pause and look at you intently. You could ask him yourself, but he's on a trek through the mountains of Durgan's Battery. If you run into Ixtli, tell him he has urgent duties to attend here. It's hard to believe that only the gift bearer knows where Andra's offerings are cast away. Is it? Our goddess frees us from our earthly burdens. It's best that only us know where they're taken, lest we all end up suffering under their weight. Alright, we already know about the gift bearer. Let's go ahead and farewell. And we got a level up on me, so let's just go ahead and get this so we have a level. I did Divine Mark. There we are. There we are. Let's go out of here. Alright, so this quest is just starting, so we're just going to go ahead, not leave the area. There's Okran, so we're going to go over here. As you step outside, a heavy wooden door temple slams shut behind me. You hear someone borrowing it from the other side. It sounds like the priest have engaged in an agitated conversation. You get the sense they're discussing you, but you are also certain that the door is too thick to eavesdrop through. Although, there may be other places to eavesdrop. Gee, I wonder where we can eavesdrop, guys. The wooden shutters of the temple's wooden closed tight. A muffled set of voices are coming from within the video. Within the building. This isn't YouTube. You can't make sense of the murmur, but cracking a shutter open would likely help. A rusty iron latch holds the widow's shutters closed. With care, you should be able to unfasten it without being noticed. Unfasten the latch. You carefully begin to lift the latch from its metal hook. Halfway there, the rusted iron resists with a screech. You freeze, listening to the voices in hopes the priest didn't hear. Their conversation continues uninterrupted. Pour some oil. You got the latch and apply just the right amount of oil, nudging the metal until the rust gives away without a sound. Carefully, you pull the shutters open enough to let the voices flow through. You hear a man speaking in his tone agitated. You do that? Hope the mountains will do it? What if Ix is set in cuts, as if the man is speaking to all sides of the room? Pose, she tells them and said, what then? You recognize Lafta's voice responding. Why would she? With all the dangers near the battery, our gift bearer won't delay. I expect, the man interrupts her. You always expect. Look what that's taken us, a dying village. Ogres at the wall. Ixtli's not back yet, and now I have to do his pet. His voice drops and screeches, muffling what he was going to say. After a moment, Lafta replies, You think I wanted this? That I could have known in advance? A pause ensues, its tension growing until the priest's voice is cut in half. We can't wait for him. We have to fish our last batch. Quickly, after that, we'll decide. The man responds in a broken voice, barely audible. You only distinguish the last words. In that russet pond I'll go. Their exchange seems to end, and, cautiously, you step away from the window to Andra's temple. So, while we could follow that, there is something we're going to go somewhere else. Sure, we can go there, but we also heard there's a gift bearer out in Durgan's Battery. That gift bearer at Durgan's Battery is where we want to go. And luckily for us, when we're done with this little quest line, it's not too long. I have right here a save that I'm going to load up after we're done here. With everything already done, I'm gonna swap mana out. And we should be good for the bosses. Oh, hold on. Hold on, you have a level up. Give me a minute. One moment. Let's give you a level up. Alright, I need to also change something on you. Okay, you're fine. Never mind. Oh, I also realized I also sold these things. I don't need those. Alright.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
So we're gonna first go up here before we continue the quest line. Because that's where our weapon lies. And that's Pelagina's new main weapon that they'll be running. Alright, so they are right up above Galvino's cabin.
First, your neighbors hound you because you say the wrong prayers at supper time.
If it wasn't that, it'd be something else.
While we hear them talk.
Just a way of letting you know they care.
Then some cross-eyed lord gets to stringing up your neighbors.
And me, so that worked out at least.
Well, that was a very short-lived conversation, guys. Good job. So they're gonna come up here. Let's wait until everyone's here. There we are. Earthall. Hey, would you look at that weapon? Oh, and we have ads. Anyway, a man steps in the middle of the road. Without lowering his blade that rests upon his shoulder, he takes just 2 steps forward as if he would speak to the group behind him. I was hoping for another gift bearer. They always carry surprises, and we love surprises. But we, of course, I mean me in this. The man taps the hilt of his sword. It'll be quick. Try to stay still.
Huh?
Yes, that is exactly how I feel. Come on, guys. A little more. The rounds? Let me see. What can I do for you? Oh, you don't have... Oh, did that say per encounter? I thought I read something. Anyway. Let me see here. Cast this on us, Durance.
How may I help?
You over here. Oh yeah, that's right. You don't have your new spells. Take that at Earthall. I'm on those. Those little guys, go after that.
Hey.
And you can go after him. Pelagina here. Go after the rogue. And I'm gonna pop this on us. Durance here, buddy. One time I have to do manual stuff. You can focus. Oh, I saw some light. I saw some light by this half-open door, and it was the Will-O-Wisp light, soothing and warm. Hey, Plume. How's it going? We're just summing up what I did last time to actually get to where I'm at in the current stream. So give me a moment. Speaking of, if you haven't followed the Plume Mage, I highly suggest you do. Wholesome little sparrow mage with wholesome content, and awesome. And we got the Monkey Island theme. Plume seems to be getting that a lot. Right now they're going through Shin Megami Tensei, and I am actually learning a lot about that game that I'm actually enjoying. One of these days I'll have to pick that up. No, you Plume, and we just have ads, so just a heads up. Did we get the guy? Yeah, we did. They're already dead. Everything's kinda whatchamacallit. And we already have this group waiting for us. But we got what we came for. Aside from the glowing ground, since we actually did all the preparation here. There we are. Cool, cool, cool. So, we got the weapon Pelagina wants. Right there. That guy has it. This bugger. This is the weapon Pelagina wants. You are going to Pelagina. Everything else we don't have to worry about. So everything else going in there. You're gonna get a lower level. What do we got for you? I went with this and that. And you had Fetch to Rest. There we are. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me bind it to Pelagina. And that's the weapon we came for. Cool looking weapon, by the way. So is that everyone? Okay, first of all, we also need to look at something in our inventory we missed. There it is. Alright. Next up, we are going to go to Stalwart Village, or go to the next spot where the questline is, and then we are going to kick off the save of where we left off. Well, the save before I actually kicked everything off, so you get to get caught up to speed. Because technically in this timeline, this is just a memory that we didn't complete, so... As how I'm playing around with. Russet wood. Luckily, this quest shouldn't be too long. But it does have some cool quest mechanics, which I do enjoy. And here we are. And that's the dude we saw before, with this time with their cape flowing above them, so don't worry about it. As you walk toward the pond, a figure appears through the mist with his cape flowing above his head, kneeling down next to a hole in the ice. The figure picks up a large chest and throws it into the water without hesitation. The figure looks around. You glimpse a face you've seen before. Quetzalcoatl, one of Lafda's acolytes, pulls a hood over his head and throws a leather bag over his shoulder. Without looking back, he walks toward the direction of Stalwart Village. And his cape is fixed. Alright. So, here's something fun. There's more things you can do with this questline, but I'm just going to follow it. Cloudy water is visible through the large hole through the thick ice. It's a larger than a fishing hole, wider than a broadside awa. The surface of the water laps against the layered ice. You reach out to test the water. It nips at your fingers with every ripple, quickly numbing the hand after a few seconds. Read Ixtli's notes. Ixtli's notebook contains the underlined notes. They read, "No Takatl formalities first." And she'll come up. Kulamika, she's a good girl and likes to hear it before she swims down. Just to make sure she likes a fish. Ixtak Kula, just to make sure she likes a fish for a job well done. And we're out of ads, it looks like. Okay. So now we're at the part of the questline where it's actually interesting. Whenever those, or I guess Alyssa's new son, the little tiny lizard fella? Or frog lizard fella? I don't know what they are technically, but let's go ahead. Hey, Lament, how goes it? So we're gonna start with this. Moments after you utter the words, bubbles rise from the depths. A shadow appears under them, growing larger until the surface of the water breaks with a great splash. A scaly creature stares at you from the hole with its bulging eyes open, with its mouth wide. Words form in difficulty between rows of its sharp tooths. Takut, the young love is seemingly unafraid of your presence, tilts its head to stare as if it's waiting for something. I think it's this one. Kulamika. The Logfoot cocks its grotesque head to the side, focusing on with you with one eye, its nostrils suddenly flare open. The creature inhales cold breath with a hissing sound before diving deep to disappear into the water. Only occasional bubble rising from the surface indicates that the Legafu is still swims deep under the frozen water pond. A long, tiresome minute passes by. Cloudy waters seem to stir, and a dark form again grows under the hull. A bulky shape emerges, spilling a wave of water out of the ice. It's a chest. Under it, hoisting it upward, the Legafu flashes a row of teeth and what might be a smile. The creature pushes the chest aside and dives down again. The process repeats until several chests, all identical, lie next to the hole. The Legafu breathes hard and through widened nostrils. It turns its head to the side to stare at you. A new smile seems to form. One of anticipation, and the Legafu follows it by opening its mouth in your direction. Hala. And then we'll read this note. The eyes bulge out of its sockets out of excitement. With its eyes wide open, the creature tries to repeat the words between quick glances at you. Feed some fish to this little guy. You grab a good portion of your stash fish and toss it into the creature's mouth. It snaps its jaws and then swallows it all in one gulp. It narrows its eye in satisfaction and exhales rancid breath. The Legafu cocks its head to the side, it bares teeth, chunk of fish dangling, before slipping back into the icy water. You switch your attention to the chests that lie cut in the ice. They bear onto a symbol. You grab one of them and pry to open the lid to reveal its contents. Inside, all you see are rocks. You shake the surprise off and grab another chest. The same results greet you after opening it. More rocks and nothing of value. Something is assuredly amiss. As proof of your findings, you take one of the empty chests with you. Alright, now we gotta encounter those priests. I wonder what is going on over there. Oh yeah, I hope everyone's Monday is going well so far. Right now it looks like there's a nice rainy storm going on out here. And we're just actually at the close to the cusp at the end of the quest line right now, by the way. But that sword that Pelagina has is the thing we're going to be using to defeat those evil things at the start of the whatchamacallit stream that killed me again. So we're gonna go encounter this priest and see what's gonna go happen. So I'm following through what I did in the quest chain off stream, so since this is technically counts as a dream, so bandits had this notebook. It belonged to a gift bearer. Lofta holds the notebook open. Its pages tremble over her shaking hands. Ixtli, our dear friend, no longer walks among us. Close the notebook but remains fixed on its covers. Her companions exchange surprise with their rapid glances. One after the other, they lower their heads in Moving on. The life of a gift bearer is dangerous. We knew these bandits were lying in ambushes on the road, but I didn't. The priestess clenches her hands around the notebook. This. I would give this to Ixtli's brother, of course, and my condolences too. Lafta quickly puts the book away and returns her attention to you. Thank you. Is there anything else? I found your chest. They were filled with rocks. I see. No use keeping this charade any longer. Is there? Her group springs into action. The sounds of unsheathing blades fill the room. But we shouldn't act so harshly. She holds one hand up. The thieves keep their weapons pointed at you. Who knew? These were all thieves playing a guise under a pretense, huh? We've been pretending, huh? But it is far different from what Andra's piece would do. Villagers and travelers give us things they want to forget. We make them disappear. Isn't that the same thing? We aren't murderers, and we prefer to be as far away from this cursed place as we can. Lafta gestures at her accomplices. Why make a bloody mess out of this? I'm willing to help you look the other way. What do you propose? A simple deal. You keep our little secret to yourself, and we share some of our offerings with you before we slip away. Cracksaddle brought back the dwarf's heirlooms. You can have them too. I don't want anything from you, but I won't throw you to those villagers either. A benevolent spirit. We won't wait for your mood to change. Her accomplices put their weapons away and begin to gather their belongings. Cracksaddle brought back the dwarf's heirlooms, but consider them a parting gift. Plume is in the future. Correct, Lament. The thieves, packed for their own, form a single line like priests in a pilgrimage. Laughter cracks the door open and peeks outside. You signal the thieves to start their escape and gives you one last glance. This time, we move on. And the door closes behind them. Technically, if we were evil, like say we were a priest of Skyne instead of a priest of Bareth, we would kill these guys. Anyway. Now, this is the new armor that, whatchamacallits, that I get, that Alyssa gets, so... And we'll just loot everything else in here. Not that anyone's in here anymore. Alright. I'm gonna put my new armor on. And let's go see them. And then that's the conclusion to this quest line, and then we will load up where we left off before we started off the introduction to this enemy type that's going to murder us. Okay. I hope you've got good news. I know where the gift bearer cast your heirlooms away. Did you find them? What of the medallion? I have your medallion. Technically, we could keep the medallion if we lie, but we're not going to do that because the medallion's not that great, for me at least. I have your medallion. Let's see it then. Dork rides a wide smile under his bristly beard. Here it is. Plus sentimental value being this is the last thing his sister had before they died, so, you know, kind of just being evil for that. Okran takes the medallion gingerly in his palms, taking care not to smudge it with his dirty fingertips. Yes, it's her medallion. He smiles and manages to pull his attention back to you. You've done good here today. If I had a kingdom's treasure, I would give it to you in return. I also found your armor. I don't need it. Don't know what I'd do with it. Keep it. More luck to you. He turns and walks away, looking not at the path ahead, but at the precious heirloom clenched in his hands. Even so, the stride of his short legs seemed to be filled with confidence. And we got his sister's heirloom back. The thing that can make that dwarf remember his sister. Alright. Now, we can load up where we left off last time. So, we saw how that all happened, whatchamacallit, last time. So we're going to, instead of starting this up, we're going to take a nice little trip back to my keep. Because I am actually... Oh, and we get to see this cutscene again. Hold on, did I already bind it to you? We, also need to... Okay, you're still bound. Okay. So what we need to do is leave this place for now. Because right now, we're all kind of, not in the greatest of positionings. We're not going to deal with the iron guys. We're just going to go ahead. That is true, Bloom. You are ahead in the future. So we're going to sneak out. I think we're okay to pass over here. I'd rather not fight if I don't have to. Go through here, guys. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna leave. We're gonna take him back home. Swap out Manaha for someone else. Grieving Mother, who we haven't seen in a very hot minute. Okay, we're out. Because now we are going to prepare. Oh, and off stream, of course, unsurprisingly, Rhetoric attacked my castle again. The dude's gonna give me a migraine. Devil of Cool.
The Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
And we got our bigot priest. Thank you, Durance. No one need to hear that. Alright. First of all, let me swap some folks out. Dismiss you. Well, you're great to have for this because you're actually tied to the quest line in this. We need something that has high CC. Druid. As much as I want to keep you for the CC. Actually, Durance, you might want to be dipping out for this.
You walk your path, I'll walk mine.
Okay, no need to take so offense to that. Jesus. Right, before we leave, we gotta gear some folks up. And prepare for the next battle ahead, but we gotta level some folks up first. Grieving Mother. Amplified Wave, Mind Plague. This, that's actually a good one. This one disintegrates. Yeah, that'll be good against these. What does Amplified Wave do? Actually, hold on. Disintegration. Mind Plague is interesting for whatchamacallit ciphers, by the way. There we go. We want you to have Dancing Bolts. Because Dancing Bolts... Wait, hold up. Yeah, Dancing Bolts is actually one of the good ones for this. Survival on you. Have some of that. Right. Okay, now we gotta gear them up. Grieving Mother, aside from her padded armor, she sorely needs some better armor. And hold on, do we have something for Grieving Mother? Let me look. I guess I can do fine for Grieving Mother. That's 6. That's 7. I guess that'll be fine. Yeah, that should be fine, I guess. You over here, you're running leather armor. I guess you can take what I used to have there. Oops. My older armor. And for the hood... Wow, there's really not a lot of choices here. You can take that. accuracy. There we are. And one of that. There's your mother. You already have that, so you're fine there. Busting wounds. That'll help out, actually, for you. Okay. And then the weapons. What can we give this guy? Actually, this is a good weapon for you. Or mainly its effect it does for him. Huh? You can't have that weapon or something? There we are. I was about to say, like, why can't you have this? There we are. And then something ranged on the offhand. Yes, let's give a druid a gun. There we are. For you, do we have anything for you? No, that's going to Sagina. Okay, I think that's fine. For now. Should probably... No, you're fine. How about you? Yeah, we need to upgrade you. There we are. Anything else? Nope. Alright, I think we are now good. We are going to take a long rest. And I think... Hold on, let me check my stats really quick. We have to actually prepare for this. Action speed, reflex... I think more damage is probably something we'll want against what we're fighting, so might it is. Alright, going to take another save here. White Mart, Stream 3 DLC 2-2. There we are. And hopefully we'll have a better chance against this. Well, we have slow mode still on for some reason. Okay. Let's go, guys. We'll have to pick Durance and everything else back up, but we'll see. Alright, back over here. Hopefully no one respawn. Because now we are going to fight the enemy type the only enemy type I hate in this DLC. But, with that being said, I actually love this DLC regardless. Yeah, we don't want to fight those guys. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and build something else, because that freaking fella destroyed our place again. Actually, we're fine for now. Sneaky sneak, sneaky sneak, and now they're upset. Oh, no, no. Let's not fight them. We don't have to fight if we don't have to. That does remind me, you need to swap your AI around. We want you on crowd control. And we want you on crowd control. And Palagina, what can we do for you? You're fine. Swapping the AI around for this. Oh. And everyone should have their munchies.
Hey,
I'm ready.
how may I help?
I think we'll be fine now. Don't forget to always eat before you're going into a big battle. Which does remind me, I need to make sure these guys get their food in them. Where's some good food? Give me a minute. We will give that to you. And give the stew to Screwy Mother. All this preparation because this enemy type is really tough. So, you two, eat your food now. On everyone. Good, good, good. And we already dealt with the enemies off stream, so all we have to do is just go back to where we were. And I'm just going to go play through it all over again, just so everyone knows what the thing is that would do Watcher that we encountered. Before we get into the big fight. And, oh, wait, didn't I eat something? There it is, okay.
Hey,
Someone didn't eat their munchies.
how
Oh,
may I
right,
help?
right, you need something to eat too, don't you? I keep forgetting about Aloft. Do we have something for Aloft? I saw something with intellect. So this is important. You always have to eat your munchies before we get into a big battle. Not that. I think it was you. Yep, it was you. Fish for our wizard friend.
Yes?
I'm ready.
Perfect. All right. Everyone sneak back into position. We're going to have another save there. Kick off the whatchamacallit stuff, and then we're good to go. Alyssa, what the hell are you doing? Get back over here, Alyssa. There we are. Right, formations. We'll move you there. There we are. Then I'm going to camp us up to... Yeah, we're fine. Just don't engage them. And I'm going to put them right where the save was, and we'll take another save here, in case we need to do any more adjustments. Hopefully we shouldn't have to. There. So that was the sum up of what I did off stream with that sword that Palutena has. We got the quest line we did. Just slip inside, don't have to fight them, just get inside. And now we get to meet the other Watcher.
Enough! I've had my fill of... What's this? What? Who are you? More of your scheming friends? Not a scrap of honor in the lot of you.
I prefer to settle this peacefully.
I'm sure you would, now that you're here. You want to talk. Set down your...
Eric's words die in his throat, his expression frozen mid-snarl. It isn't clear what happened, not until you start to feel it too. Unbidden, your senses drift, as if reach down toward a source of essence. You feel an ache in your chest, almost like a painful sensation being pulled forward. A sudden wave of memories flood your minds. Clear as the day they formed. You see Odema's campsite, ravaged by the Biowak, the halls of Caed-Nu. You tread wet cobblestones beneath Copper Lane, seeking the leaden key. You climb winding steps to the top of a tower that parts the clouds. The images watch over you, tracing lives and emotions from a different 100 times. And places, not all of them your own. Reach out. You direct your senses, tracing the evasion to its source, a Derek. Conviction burns through him, bright as a brazier. For an instant, you share his emotion. A source of desperation rattles about your skull. Absent context, the fragments of memory you see as just images. A small house across the field, a vibrant purple flowers, a sea of armored kith and flapping banners, waiting on your command. There's an uncomfortable moment where you feel your twinned awareness in on itself, and the connection is severed. Derek looks startled, his face ashen. Guess you weren't expecting that. Pushes up glasses. No, anyway. You're a Watcher?
You sure he's not just a weirdo with an empty stare? I get those confused a lot.
Dear, you've known me for this long?
That's not known to many. Not past these walls.
Another Watcher, just like Alyssa, who can see souls. And can probably go mad from seeing all these souls.
I sense his fear, his shame.
Oh, hey, Gravy Mother. Good to have new dialogue.
Why have you come? Why now?
You can see lost souls, like I do.
I see and hear spirits, it's true. It took many years to understand.
You're ashamed. Why?
It's hardly something to be proud of. Look to your own sins, Watcher. I'll not share mine.
I take it Watchers don't enjoy the best reputation of Red Saris.
Does everyone in the Deerwood boast of their afflictions?
I can't often read living memories so clearly. That felt like a cipher reading.
I wouldn't know. Perhaps we simply worsen each other's condition. What? What is it?
I thought all Watchers were mad.
That wouldn't bode well for you, would it? I've a firm grip on my senses, whatever you believe. The Watcher's curse is many things, but if it promised madness, I would not have taken command of the Iron Flail. The memories I saw, some of them couldn't have belonged to you. You're awakened, aren't you?
Are you also awakened?
No, of course not.
You know of a cure. Derek stares at you. Eventually, he gives a slight shake of the head.
It seems a terrible thing to be awakened and a Watcher both. I'm sorry.
Okay, enough about that.
Yes, we were in the middle of something, I believe.
I came to find out what happened to those delegates.
All this for them? Infiltrating my fort, skulking through the camp.
Huh. I would have done things another way if I could have. This is new dialogue I didn't get before.
You could have turned around! If not for the delegates, all of this could have been avoided. Stalwart sent delegates to discuss terms of peace. I offered them the opportunity. I was generous. But Stalwart sent soothsayers, not diplomats, to frighten us with stories of the moon going dark, the earth shaking.
Well, you don't think you overacted just a little bit?
Don't play the fool with me. These omens are meant to frighten me, to make me doubt my purpose here. But there is more at stake here than a village in the mountains.
Such as those enemies that tried to kill me outside that happened earlier that we started the stream with?
They dismiss my faith, call us superstitious. But what does Stalwart believe in? Iron and gold, and nothing else. I have tilled barren fields with my bare hands. What is gold to me?
Perhaps you and I can talk now, after I killed a couple of your guys.
You're nothing more than a mercenary, for a village of people unwilling to put their own lives on the line.
What do you want with Stalwart anyway?
With a village of fishermen, nothing. But they cling fiercely to the forge you gave them. Some of the men are here for gold and good steel, and I promised them their share. But I came for cannons. With the battery's cannons, we can hold the pass. Rayed Saris has suffered enough. Its sons and daughters have nothing. We won't survive an attack from the Deerwood when it comes. Not unless we act. There is an army coming. I've seen it. Pouring down from the mountain. It will crush Stalwart and come for Rayed Saris. The Iron Flail will be the wall that safeguards my homeland from the worst these fire worshippers can bring to bear.
I mean, the Duke assassination and Hallburn crisis, we did this last stream. Deerwood's a little preoccupied.
So I believed. Hoped, maybe. But that only means they're angry. They'll look for someone to blame, an enemy to fight.
Wait, you had a vision of an army?
I warn you, if you think to taunt me, Watcher.
I had a vision in mind too. I saw Cade Nua reduced to rubble by an army that shook the earth. And we saw that at the introduction to this DLC. Doubt squeezes Derek's brow. His men change looks, waiting tensely for orders.
Why would they turn on their own? No. You're trying to trick me. This is all another distraction.
I thought the Iron Flail might be the army in my own vision. Perhaps we both made a mistake.
Why should I believe any of this? You would say anything at all to protect Stalwart.
You read my soul. What did that tell you?
That you're soft-hearted. But it hasn't seemed to stop you. And that you have seen and done a great many things. Things I would not have otherwise believed.
We both know something's coming. Maybe two Watchers can put our brains together and figure out how to stop it. Or put our two brain cells together. For several moments, there is nothing but silence in the cabin. Then you hear the scrape of metal as Derek picks up his sword, only to lay it flat across his palms.
I led my people here because I believed we were on the right path. I bound my soul to this blade as proof of my surety. The sword's no good to me now. It's yours, for as long as you can wield it. I'll call in our forces from the mountains. Please, give me time to explain. You should speak with Stalwart's messengers. Perhaps you'll get some answers out of them.
And there we go. We didn't have to fight the army. Wait, sever the soul, huh? Well, we need to hurry this up. So everyone loot everything in here before our food runs out. Grab everything.
Your eyes see what mine see.
Ooh, I don't remember that. Well now. Maybe it was a good idea to bring Grieving Mother with us. Because good God, that actually looks like a really darn good amulet. What am I running? I am running this, 2 Intellect Resolve. You know, I might just swap over to that now. And one moment. Yeah, this gives it a lot more stats than that. I'm taking that. And I guess you can take that. There we are, a new thing out of that for bringing Green Mother. Let's go ahead and continue looting though. Because we are in a time limit here. There we are, let's go. And by time limit, I mean the food that's going to be lasting for 5 minutes. Are you hurt? Oh, thank you. I thought we'd never get out of there. Are you guys hurt? No, a little bruised, perhaps. The cold was the worst part. I don't know how you managed to talk that man down. He was practically foaming at the mouth. And now he and his men are skulking around the mountains. I'm not sure letting him live was the best idea. The commander wasn't the problem. One of the delegates pointed an accusing finger at another, a woman standing apart from the rest. We might have come to terms that she hadn't goaded him, shouting omens and curses, demanding he leave the march. You know how superstitious the Red Sarens are. The commander went white as a sheet. She sabotaged the meeting. Care to explain yourself? The woman in question dressed in an unassuming robe. She bears the accusation silently, her eyes closed as if in a prayer. With desperate speed, the woman suddenly lunges sidelong towards a nearby rack, sees a dagger lying there. She sets the blade to her own throat. Unseen to all but yourself, the dying woman's soul essence coils in a thin wisp out her body, that only grows stronger as her corpse stills. Remain delegates stare in horror at her pooling blood. What just happened? Damn it, now we'll never get an answer out of her. Did they pull the names out of your... How did the hat pull this delegation together? Anyway, read the woman's soul. You reach out, brace against a sudden flare of pain and fear, digging after recent events. There is a copper taste in your mouth, a pain like fire in your throat. Under the brute terror of death, you find comforting thread of resolve, of satisfaction, of duty fulfilled. You follow it. It leads you stumbling into another memory. As whole and vivid as the first, you walk in the dark halls of Abbey, dimly lit and quiet. Your footsteps loud. A blur, and you're standing in a dimly lit room, facing a robed Amoa. You recognize him as Koto, a High Abbot. He beckons you forward. We're going to step forward this time. I went and examined the surroundings the first time. The memory blurs. When your sight is clear, you are standing in front of Kaito. He is smiling gently down at you.
Drive the raid Sarens from these mountains, and you may yet spare many lives. The Tidebringer will be here in a week's time. Should you be delayed in your travels, report to him as you would to me. He will enter the reliquary and call off the army of Ibis in my stead. If you are caught, sister, you know what you must do. I will pray for your return, but we will take comfort in the knowledge that you have joined the rest of Andra's favored in her keeping.
The words jar loose from your memory, flinging you back into the moment of the woman's death, and then into your own skin. Is the name Eyeless familiar to anyone? The Eyeless? They're a figure of speech for when you can't remember something. You say, must be the Eyeless who took it from me. Yes, but there's more story to it. They're supposed to be the bidding of the Lady of Lament, Andra. Andra points and they come, out of nowhere, wipe things from the face of the world. That's why whenever something goes missing or gets destroyed, and there's no one in there to see it, you're supposed to thank Andra that the Eyeless didn't come for you, too. Do you know a Katoa? Katoa? Oh yes, he came to the town some time back. Stopped by the Temple of Starward. This was just after the town decided to rededicate it to Abaddon. He didn't seem too pleased about it. He was dressed like a priest. Maybe he took offense. He's Amo, a tall fellow. Very polite, considering he's apparently a leader of some fanatical sect. I think it's clear we haven't been best judges of character recently. Do any of you know what a Tidebringer is? Tidebringer? That's something they used to talk about in the Temple of Abra. A person title, tends to be used more in more devout circles. And then we'll finish off with the Abbey. I've heard something like that, an Andrite stronghold. Not the kind of place that welcomes visitors. Is that where she came from? Yes, and where I'll find the reliquary so I can call off the army. Wait, there's another one? Gods, it feels like everyone in Aora is after the battery now. Yeah, probably we shouldn't have done that, huh? Why would these Andrites want the Red Sarens out? I doubt it's for Star Wars benefits. Competition, maybe? I'd better go ask them. If you do mean to go to this abbey, be careful. There have been strange stories of traders wandering to go north, getting scared off, and even killed by strange guards. They're a secretive bunch. I suppose you could always try to sneak in. I doubt you'd be welcomed otherwise. That sounds like this Tidebringer would be. Maybe I can convince them I'm the one they're waiting for. I mean, it's been working so far. I hope so. I mean, I imagine the abbey is heavily guarded. And there they are. Gods have mercy. What is it now? Stay put. I'll take care of it. Let's go ahead and loot them and then go. Taking a quick save. And let's go outside. And now we are back where we left off. At the very start of the stream. Will we have a chance this time? Who knows? But there are monsters that we need to survive. So the weakness I read up on these buggers, which I have sadly forgotten. The eyeless, that it's supposed to take things and disappear things, are weak to crowd control. And you two didn't eat your food.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Or your food ran out. Anyway. Well. Alright.
What are those things?
Let's try it this time. Maybe we'll be lucky.
Huh?
Me over here. Oh, right. I should swap over to support. Now that we don't have our big dude with us.
Hate seeing a little guy go down.
Let's go ahead and get him back up. Grieving Mother, where are you? Nearby, no. We want to make sure... You know what we want is that dude to...
I'm ready.
Hey,
that scream's gonna screw us over. And for you, do we have something for you? Ah, crowd control. Alyssa, you should be focusing.
Need something?
We want crowd control on these buggers. Hailstorm, no. Here we are. Returning Storm would probably be good. Hitting into the shock. No, what we want is something to stun these dudes. Top of that, you need to CC that dude.
Hate seeing a little guy go down.
And now I need to get these two back up again. Can I get both you? No, I can't. I can only get one up. And I should hold on.
Get up, Towhead. You've been through worse. Come on, get back on your feet. We need you.
There's that again.
Yeah?
I told you this wouldn't be an easy fight. Oh no, we want something that's going to CC these dudes. Causing shock, no. What we want is to slowly...
Need to try something else.
You're stunning them, it's fine, buddy. A deer, buddy. Knock him over.
Leave it to me.
I think we figured out what to do here. So, this is what I think I figured out what we have to do. Utilize our boy Aloth to stun these buggers with that ability that actually paralyzes them, because they do seem to be weak to that. So this is the first triumph of the part 2, is trying to get through these guys.
Yeah?
You over here. No, you're not. You're supposed to go crowd control. Save.
Yes?
You are supposed to go crowd control. Save. Save. Me. Oh, I don't want to change my appearance. I want to swap over to rip support. And we've got to give you boots. Alright. Oh, and we almost forgot about a deer. Okay. Round 2. Come on, guys. Alright. A deer. I mean, little buddy over here. Let's go ahead. See if we can't petrify these buggers.
Come on, get back on your feet. We need you.
And they scream, so that's great. Let us... see if we can't paralyze them. Right. And paralyze you.
Need something? Die! The Faru beyond sea!
Malignant? No, we just want to keep stunning these guys is what we want to do.
The Faru...
Got him. Alright, Adir, can you knock these guys down?
How may I help?
And then another paralyze on that dude.
Hate seeing the little guy go down. Thing is, we're doing the job.
Icy fight. Now you see why I hate this fight. Luckily, after we get through this, everything else is going to be a lot easier, but this introduction is probably the spiciest introduction. I have to do that all over again. Problem is trying to get these guys out of position, because one of them is fine on their own, but two of them are the worst. Make sure. So we're gonna try and see if we can. We don't want you to spirit shift. We want you on crowd control. Yep. Nope. You are going on crowd control. You're fine. You're fine. And we're gonna put you on here. Okay, hold on. Okay, we should be fine with that. Okay. Right, guys, we're gonna go over here first.
They haven't seen us yet.
Perhaps they haven't seen us yet. We're standing right here. I'm pretty sure they've seen us. Alright, and are you set in correct? Yes, you are. Pass that instead on that dude.
Our dauntless Valiant isn't doing
Jesus! Alright then, jeez. Kill all of them at one go then. Good God. But, that being said though, still my favorite DLC. Despite this hurdle we are going to have to climb over. Set them up again, and then we're going to go ahead, try this again. Okay, who's going to charge first is the question. Set you guys up, check me, put you under support. And put you under crowd control. You're already on there, cool. We are, put you under crowd control. Right, Aloth here. Whatever they are, they want to kill us. There we are. Alright.
Hey.
There we are. Just slow that one down. And we want something to CC these guys. Crush, no. Hobbling's not going to help us here. Knocking them prone. And then Grieving Mother over here.
Hi?
Elagina over here. And then go ahead after this dude who's getting knocked down. Charge after that dude.
Yeah?
Me over here going to pop us on this. What is this? Blindness? No, they're gonna dodge that, so no. Poison, no, we don't want that. Looking raw, no, we don't want that. Who knows how this is going to go?
I'm ready.
A deer knocked that dude down.
How may I help?
How did you teleport? Anyway. And hold on. You're slowly dying. Grieving Mother over here. You need to go after this dude. Wait, is this one? No, that's barely injured. Okay.
Hey.
Summon those.
Huh?
Summon those.
Yeah?
Heal us up.
We got
The druid has come. Huh?
Alright, I guess we're gonna hold that off. Get them back up and then heal. What do we have for you? You're confusing them? Fine.
Hey.
And you're already out of your knockdowns.
Hi?
Actually, don't. We want to stop that dude from screaming. And I don't think we're gonna be able to do that one. I'm gonna cast this in preparation.
Come on,
Oh,
Paladin,
and hello,
hang in
little
there.
Odie. A little Odin says hello as we're trying to survive this fight. Alright.
Need something?
Yeah, can you actually not die?
Yeah?
Oh, and little Odin's in his little hammock. Let's get you guys back up. And you can pop this.
We gotta be more careful.
Well, that's the Aether Beetle.
Yeah?
We're gonna get you guys back up again. This guy got stunned. What a shocker. Pelagina, we gotta get you up next. Never mind.
I'm ready. Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Is he dead? Okay, no, he's not dead. Thank God.
I'm ready.
Hey, need something?
No pain, yet I breathe.
Let's see. No, that's not something we want. Returning Storm seemed to work if we can pop the spell.
Huh?
We're out of those spells, so we gotta pop something else to keep us going. And what can I do here? No, that I have to move up to. And another one screaming. Aravis is gone. I guess it's just down to us two now. Up to you, Adir. Apparently they're focused on you. Burn damage, no. So now you see the difficulty of this fight. Peregrine's Restraint, nope. Try our new Sever the Soul, I guess. Why not? But we're gonna go down anyway. Penalties, no. And now we're out. Adir is still up because of his freaking armor, but yep. We almost got them doped down though.
Hey.
But we're gonna die anyway, so round 3 it is. And we even have a weapon that'll actually help take care of these guys, but good God, is it rough. This is where I actually have to hone in and actually focus on this fight to actually maybe get a chance against these guys. So if I don't pay attention to chat, that is why. It means now I don't have to actually rely on their AI. It is indeed. Alright, come on guys. Aloth. I'm going to let you cast this on these guys. And well, at the same time, swap you over. Swap you over.
Deeply indeed.
Oh. I don't think I can quick save in here, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I cannot save. I'll have to save after. And then for me... There. I wish I could save, but not now. Alright, Aloth, cast your thing.
Hey.
You... charging ahead. I can't save. Quick save won't let me. The game won't let me save in this part.
Stop! You violated the law.
Can't really do anything about that, sadly.
Serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
The game is preventing me from doing that. And Aloth, why are you doing an attack spell? Oh, they're both paralyzed. We might have a chance this time. You over here. Move up. Pop the returning storm. One of them screaming. Get after the screamy boy.
That's not very helpful.
Crap, and you didn't knock him over. Get him again. Thank God you got him this time. Uh-huh, let me see. Moonwell, that's not going to help us out. Thorny, no, Hobble's not going to help us. And we have the returning storm still going on. Pace of the Hunt, no. One moment, I gotta go to the bathroom really quick though from the hydrate, so we're gonna have to stay at the screen for just a minute.
Always good to grab loot.
I mean, that's fair. I'm back. Anyway. Let me see. Oh. Alright, Plume. I know I'm stuck in the map. I kind of can't do anything about this. Let's see. You need to get hit.
Hey.
I'm ready.
It's gonna suck because that guy lost all his knockdowns. Alright. Harivas. Embrace that. Can't fool me. Ooh. Get them petrified. Please, cast them. Yes! Thank you! We might have just had a chance here.
I'm ready.
Get them, Pallegina. Get them again with the petrify.
Lavaru, be on seek!
We only got one, but we're doing okay now. Cast Returning Storm. After that, Pallegina, focus on this buddy right here.
Huh?
Me, I'm going to focus on buffing us around. We might, hopefully, if we're lucky, we might actually have this. But they say something about there's something about overconfidence. Grieving Mother, bye, Grieving Mother.
Yeah?
You have another something that can CC here. Yeah, that can work. Pop it on him. Aloth, we need you to paralyze them again. That one over there. Perfect. Pass that way you can. Me, who got yeeted across, will be fine. And we have ads incoming, but yeah, just a heads up, knock them down again.
Yeah?
Move our way over here.
Try something else.
That's not.
And then get Grieving Mother back. Where are you, Grieving Mother? Where the hell's Grieving Mother? Oh, there you are. Keep staying down, buddies. Pervivus. Keep casting that on these jerks.
Ixie, Anna! Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Hey.
Harivus, we need you another one of those now.
Huh?
And what can I cast on you guys?
Arthur, Woodman, Roth.
Because they're gonna...
Dauntless Valiant isn't doing so well.
As I said about them screaming on us.
Mowing.
Doesn't matter if it doesn't work, Harivus, just keep casting your CCs. Dear, what are you doing over there, buddy?
Get up, Towhead! You've been through worse!
Hmm?
And Aloth's been yeeted.
Yeah? Try something back on your feet. We need you.
Up, and there they go. Deer's down. Does this have anything that can knock him out? Floating, no. Nope. Am I winning? A very, 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 very good question indeed.
Yes?
I don't have the answer for that yet.
Try something else.
I mean, I think you're gonna die. Let me see here. Let me see. We gotta get all of you guys up.
Ixie, Anna.
There we are.
Hey.
Hey, Arthi. And you're gonna go down, so I need to cast... That's on these dudes. Maybe we'll be at least kill one this time. Hey, Adir, go fight the dude, please. I am begging you. Aloth, you need to cripple. You're out of spells. Boy. No, that's not gonna work. Nope, not gonna work. Take a chance. You only have a little bit. Yes. You pulled that off. Thank God.
That's...
Burn that dude.
Look.
That one's still crippled. What can I do for you? Rivas, where are you, buddy? Cast the bees. The bees will help us.
How may I help?
Even if you die, you'll still help us out. This dude's gonna hit us, though. We got one. Did one actually die? One finally died.
Hey.
Yeah?
Hi?
That didn't work. Need to try something else.
It's still stunned. I think we're fine. Just keep it stunned and keep killing it. So long as this dude remains stunned, we have a chance. And aren't you gonna do something in your shapeshifter form? Finally! Okay, Jesus. Now we can start the DLC without having to deal with these guys. Doing good, Harthy. Other than finally triumphing over these things again after the last time I played. These things are the bane of my existence in this DLC, but I otherwise love the DLC. As the last Megfolk falls, we're going to learn more about these Megfolk, but let's just say these guys are tied. I will save after this, Plume. These guys are tied to... Megfolk are tied to the gods.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Alright. Now that that's all done, now I can actually reset them back to what they were doing, replace Harivas with somebody else, because we're going to go there anyway. Okay. It washes over you when you find yourself in the memory of the eyeless. These assholes who really caused me a lot of problems. The hulking creatures surround you. Their sinew-wrapped skeletons clanking, screeching in the semi-darkness. Their bodies fill the air with a tang of metal and musk of sweat. It's horrifying to think what these things are made of. In the cavern which you stand, it looks like a cavern. Anime glows with a dim... Alrighty. Have a good sleep, Harthy. With a dim, ambient light. Steel flashes as the eyeless shift and stir. They stamp their feet and groan in rasping, metallic voices. Hey, Vesku the Besku. While we're reading this out, I am going to give you a shout in a moment. Hunk shmee. Have a good one. Have a good one, Harfy. We just got rid of those eyeless jerks who screwed me over in the last stream. You already haven't followed Vesku, I would highly suggest it. Their Darkest Dungeon series is, so far, my favorite, and I'm enjoying it. Anytime, Vesku the Besku. I'm just gonna wait for this to finish before we continue. Their restless energy prickles. Alright, that's all good. No worries. I hope you enjoyed the lurk while I'm working. Their restless energy prickles back at your neck. I want a sleepy. I hope you get a chance to sleepy. And in the echoing rumble, you hear something familiar. It's the pounding noise from your dream. These were the pounding buggers from that dream at the beginning of this DLC all along. It's the pounding noise from your dream. The harbinger of a terrible army. So, in short, this dream, these things are going to swarm over all of Eora, is what's going to happen if we don't stop them. Anyway. You begin to wonder how many eyeless there are crowded around you. You suspect there must be scores of them, maybe more. It's difficult to tell how far back this chamber goes, or where it is. Ahead, you see a glint of light. It might be an exit. Already, however, the vision is starting to fade. Hello, Loki. Investigate the glint of light. Maybe we can get a position. You push past the lumbering eyeless and cling to the wilting shreds of a vision. The light up ahead is a blinding after the dark of the cave. You rush forward it, even though it fades into a pale blur. You can't see where you are, but you hear a cold wind whistling through the gap, and feel a spray of moisture that's stirring your cheeks. The vision ends, returning you to a frozen and blood-churned mud of the fort. Oh hey, it's the dude again. A Derek appears to have taken some blows. There's a pearl bruise along his temple, and his armor is dented in several places. He looks rather dazed. Our fellow watcher, buddy.
Those things, they came from all sides. The delegate... No, you were right. The visions are true. You fought well. And I'm glad to see you've come through in one piece. Not many of my men were so lucky.
I mean, we've died three... Oh no, what? How many times have we died during this, counting the last stream? I think about 6 to 5 times, so... One moment, though. Alright, back to the game.
I'll take what's left of our forces. Those that will follow me further up the mountain. We should be prepared when those monsters return.
We can defeat them if we fight together.
I have seen already that there is little you can't accomplish.
Oh. The other watcher doesn't want to join us.
Like an animancer's construct. But what could have made creatures like this?
I don't know, but now we have to go back to camp, and hopefully that's the last of what we have to deal with there. Anything else going on? No. Okay.
On it.
I think it's okay to swap our party back to what it was before we start anything. Because now our next op is there, but we need a certain companion for that. So I'm going to head back to Canu again. Swap out some folks. And then we'll be good. So, because we have to take a certain companion for the quest line in here... Oh, wait. Hold on. There is someone we... You have got to be kidding me.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Alright. I guess we'll have to take care of that tyrant again, so hold on. We're gonna go back to our aggressive playstyle. Swap you over, back to... You're fine. Back to your hold ground. You're fine. Spell sword. Interesting. You're gonna go back to your damage. Actually, you're fine as crowd control. Actually, no, you're fine as damage. You can go back to spirit shift. Actually, you're fine as crowd control. All right. First of all, we're gonna swap our party out. Dismiss.
Watch your step.
And let me see here. The rats we're gonna leave out for now. Actually, I think Horivus will be fine with us this time, actually. We'll keep you with us, Horivus. We just need her with us, so that way we can actually be good. Horivus is needed because of that CC. You, on the other hand... You're fine. What is this? Okay, you're fine as is. I'm gonna drop that into the bank. There we are. Now we rest again. And then I guess we'll deal with this army. Give me a minute.
Will do.
Well, let's go head back to our areas where we can actually have a little ground here. Take care of the silly army from a good warlord that we didn't want to help out. Go into town. Put a building before we start up, grab their loot, and then we'll continue on with our storyline with the Abbey at the Fallen Moon. I'm going to look up how to get our last companion before we do that after this fight. So, first of all, going to... Okay, I was about to say, who the hell are you? Manual resolve. Alright, here we go. This little tyrant who wanted to enslave all his civilians to do all their work, it just wants to fight us again. And there they are now. That's your forces? You know, I was actually hoping there would be more. I don't think this guy's gonna what he signed up for. And they're all done. Yippee, I guess. Alright. Well, now that that's done, I'm gonna...
I must say, I'm impressed.
Thank you guys for all the loot. Anything good in there? That's... What? I love your yippee. Huh. I don't think that's how a grimoire is supposed to work, but I'll take it.
Always good to grab loot.
One of these days I'll have to figure out... Oh, that's what I can do. In the in-betweens, we can add another fan mission into there. On my Discord side of things, I do have an immersive sim and suggestions of the fan missions, if folk want in. Exclamation Discord gives you the link, though, for the Discord side of things. What do we have here? Spell of Holding. Actually, hold on. That could be good for our druid friend. Hold on. Manaha wants to talk. Well, we'll talk in a moment, Manaha. I need to give some boots to our druid, who was very important to our last fight. There we are. And for those curious, on the Discord side of things, if you want to help for that one, there you go. If you want. Anyway. Going to go ahead. There we go. Right, so we're going to talk to Manaha before we go ahead.
So, you said the eyeless came from the Abbey.
This just sums up what happened last time. Okay.
I'd heard rumors of the eyeless, but I always thought that name was a metaphor.
Clearly not.
Though, I would have called them Mace Hands of Doom, if anyone had asked me.
Not non-committedly.
So, this is the mysterious army you've been dreaming about, huh? It's a wonder you're getting any sleep.
I mean, does the Watcher get any sleep at all is the big question.
I'm regretting all of my decision-making up to this point. Still, I guess a suicidal plan is better than none.
I thought you'd be happy. You've been looking forward to the Abbey for a long time.
I know, it's just... Well, knowing that I'm finally close to getting rid of this memory, it feels like it's crowding my head that much more.
Funny enough, I think we have the choice of whether we keep that memory or let her remove it.
It's been with me for decades. Driven me halfway across the known world.
And 1 minute. Sounds like an unhealthy relationship. That would be easier if you told me what you remember. She stopped pacing in sighs. I don't think that was a good decision.
You're right.
Take your time, benevolent.
It was a war. Centuries ago, before Adiran unification. I was a soldier then. Led a campaign across the northern forests to subdue some of the outlying Kulklan villages.
Hey, Jay, how goes it? Good morning, Jay. Go on.
Lost a third of my forces to the
that
forest.
That does remind me,
another
Jay.
Third to the elven scouts hiding in it.
Finally got rid of
By the time we
those...
reached the first village,
I'm gonna wait for Manaha to finish.
Fences, and they'd bled us.
Finally survived the eyeless ambush, so we can progress the story now. In the meantime, I'm gonna shout at you, Jay. If you haven't followed Jay so far, I would highly... K-Bjorg, that's J-Bjorg. I don't want to shout out K-Bjorg. There we are. If you have... Aha! Finally! Finally, the Monkey Island theme shows up. But yeah, if you haven't already followed J-Bjorg, for some Monkey Island content too, by the way, someday, who knows when, highly suggest it. And also, the raft stop is also a joy. Plume is a Monkey Island fan too? Dang nice. Anyway.
Wasn't much more than children and the elderly left.
Jay finally got the fitting shout out.
Town. The village elders surrendered and offered us lodging in the old meeting hall. And when the sun set, they tried to burn it down around us.
But right now, actually, whatchamacallit, Jay is also streaming Raft with Rookie last I saw. So looks at the ref stuff is actually a joy to watch too. And that noted, my introduction to Monkey Island was actually what Jay's talking about, the third Monkey Island.
They barely got.
Yeah, it was the only one I could find on Sound
That
Robots.
wasn't the point.
What was it?
In their defiance, I saw months more of pointless, bloody battle as we fought for the rest of the region.
Blessed by Guybrush.
I had to break them. And I had to send a message to the rest of the villages. So I nailed every last one of them to the trees around the town and left them there to die.
You killed those villagers to prevent more fighting?
That's what I kept telling the troops. But if I'm honest, I was angry. I wanted to see pain. And I wanted to be the one holding a blade.
Or was my introduction. It was one of the first games I played on the PS2. Oh, that's awesome. That wasn't you, Mena, huh?
So I've tried to tell myself. Anyway, we should get going.
What's that?
Something I've been saving for better days.
I guess we'll find out what that is. Alright, we got some more lore on our barbarian friend. Alright, thank God that is over. We're keeping the Harivas. Uh-huh. I do agree. That was my introduction. I think it was, what, Secrets of Monkey Island, I think it was? I have it in my GOG library, but still, I haven't picked up the newest Monkey Island.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable.
That's the one. Curse of the Monkey Island. That's the one. Thank you, Jay. That's the one I introduced. And that one is still my favorite. Who knows, maybe one day we'll start to stream that one. Before we do anything, I'm gonna go to Stalwart Village first. Because there is another companion we want to encounter. We want to get our last companion that is a monk. I want to figure out where that monk is. So give me... I haven't tried it either. So give me a moment to find them. Where are you? Have some music while I do this. Where are you? That's not it. There you are. Where are you located? Part 1. A seemingly random encounter. Brewed at Stalwart near the fishery. Okay. I got where I need to go. Alright, so we're going to look to the fishery. I could have recruited this guy at part 1. Try last stream, but I got stuck in puzzles and stopped. Oh, Monkey Island or something else? Alright, so we're looking for someone in a fishery, huh? Oh, up.
Effigy's eyes! It looks at me! Ah!
That's the one. Okay, so let's go look at that barrel, guys. Dozens of pairs of globular eyes stare up at peerless, discarded heads of day's catch. Awash a pungent sea of fins and innards. Sift through the fish scraps. Your hand runs against something round, fleshy, the size of a melon. It is smooth and scaleless, and parts seem to be covered in hair of a discarded head. Perhaps not that of a fish. Poke the head. The head shifts deeper in the barrel's slimy recesses. Pull out the head. With one hand on either side of the head, you begin to lift it out of the barrel, only to leap to your grasp as the head's owner springs over a lip of the barrel in an eruption of fish chunks that rain down the market stall. The man who leapt out of the official barrel stands facing you, nearly naked save for a loincloth drizzled in fish viscera. He is covered head to toe in scars, tears, puncture of thorny imprints of lashings. Most are faded, mine too, like old memories. Despite that, the condition of the man's body is remarkable. The drooping skin at his elbows, the only evidence of his advanced age. His face is placid, but the rest of him appears prepared for anything.
You must forgive Zahua.
I was not expecting you.
He looks at you first, but his gaze drifts now and then, settling on strange parts of your face, though distracted by new discovery. If he is at all flustered, he gives no indication. What were you doing in that barrel? Zahua scratches behind his ear, dismayed.
Resting my eyes, I thought. Waiting for the Malkachoa to bring me insight.
In a fish barrel.
It would seem I dozed. A good thing my master was not alive to see it.
Zahua blinks, leaning in to get a better look at you. His enlarged pupils seem to crowd out his pale irises.
Are you real?
The best dialogue. We've seen the memes about this. This is the one. Now that you ask, I'm not so sure.
We shall let the matter rest for now, then. Until the Malkachoa wears off.
Malkachoa?
A small white mushroom. I have heard it called snowcap in these lands. It can reveal the true nature of many things.
So this guy was high in mushrooms in a fish barrel, huh? I still don't understand why you're in that barrel.
I was freeing myself from vanity.
Did he say sanity or vanity?
Consider, how can one be vain who is bathed in the smell of dead fish?
I hardly notice a smell. The scars are probably just as effective.
I had the idea when I passed this way earlier. I am pleased with the results so far.
He smiles at a woman whose head swivels towards him as she passes by. A look of revulsion in her face. Distracted, her toe catches on a stone and she nearly falls on her face. He claps his hand together. Yeah, this guy was in a fish barrel, Bloom.
Yes, quite pleased.
Do you often smear yourself with fish?
Gods, no. What a way to travel the world. The usual way is to smear yourself with the ashes of the dead. But they do not burn their dead here, so I have to make do with what the land provides.
So this guy who wants to put ashes of the dead on him wants to go inside a fish barrel to make up for no ashes of the dead.
The cold seems to conquer the smell. Even now, the scent hides itself.
Those scars are from battle? Zahua lets it down his body.
From battle, yes. I left them upon my enemies. These were struck against fear. These against pleasure. These against hatred. Those down there against greed and doubt. And these were for vanity.
You made those scars?
I cannot take credit for all of them, but I did most of the good ones. I put them there in battle to remind myself what is real and what is not. Our worst enemies are inventions of the mind, pleasure, fear. When we see them for what they are, we become unstoppable.
And you achieve this?
I feel I have been close, but never for more than an instant. In the moment when the pain is sharpest, the world becomes clear.
Your runes must have
In that moment, I am a match for anyone.
Your runes must have caused you to suffer greatly.
Of course. I am fortunate to have suffered so much. If I did not suffer, I would not aspire to free myself from it.
By the way, this guy is the monk.
I would wander from one unfulfilling goal to the next. More wealth, a better station. My soul would wither. But to search for a place beyond suffering's reach is to nurture the soul, to harden it against the elements. Suffering is the greatest gift the gods have given us, their most beautiful, perfect creation. It is the hand that turns the wheel.
Okay, Zahua. You don't seem like you're around from here.
I was visiting a monastery not far from here. I found it empty, but I met a messenger as I left. He carried a call for aid. Seeing that he would find no monks at the monastery, I chose to go in their place. Zahua is no longer young, but in combat he is still the greatest of the Takan people. It seemed only right that he should go.
Oh, work hired me as well. Technically, we could have grabbed this guy at Act 1, by the way, but I forgot about him.
I would not say I am hired. I seek no wage, and I promise no result. I have chosen a path, and my spoils come from walking it.
We both seek to end the threat to Stalwart. I could use some help from an experienced warrior.
If one wishes to swim, It is no time to argue with the current. We are here together in this moment because a perfect force has willed it. Who is Zahua to argue? I will walk with you so long as the gods wish it so.
Let's be on our way. Alright, I guess Horivis, you're gonna dip out for now while we take our monk with us. And that's... oh. And that's our guy. There he is. I'm gonna put some mechanics in him, since he is technically whatchamacallit. Raw damage. Let's go with this for now. And athletics, mechanics. Turning of the wheel, 5 burden damage, move speed, force of anguish. Actually, that'll be helpful against our buggers that we've been dealing with in whatchamacallit, in case we run into them again. And we are. Soul Mirror, 50 chance to do that, Clarity Agony, Stunning Blow, definitely this guy is definitely going to be our stunner boy. Athletics, I'm gonna put more mechanics, there we are. What else we got here? Defensive, no. Unstoppable, no. Actually, what we want is for you to have Bloody Slaughter. More leveling up. Duality, oh, this is interesting. So this is, hold on. Oh, gotcha. There's another one, but let's see. I really ought to play this game again. I feel like playing more class-based RPGs. I may have new interest in the classes in the game. You talking about this one? Yeah. Summon weapon long pain... Long pain... What? Huh. Brooding pain. Creates a shockwave. Yeah, definitely. I'm actually discovering some new things. Like playing the Priestess of Bareth is, whatchamacallit. Oh yeah, this is why I keep Pelagina. Paladin is kind of broken in this. Priest is too. I'm gonna go with Rooting Pain. Hey, I want to make sure those buggers, in case we have 2 CCs. Let me see, what can I give you? Enigma's Charm? No. Savage Attack? No. Interrupting Blows. Yes, that'll be nice for you to have. Kind of want this guy to be our CC fella too. Swift Strikes, 25 attack speed. Turning of the Wheel, Long Stride, no. Critical Suffering, no. Good to have. I'm gonna go with that actually. Healing defense is so vital to surviving. Uh-huh. I do agree with you, Jay. Let me see. We also need to find out a weapon for this guy. So fun thing, you don't actually need... You don't have to run, whatchamacallit. You don't have to run unarmed for them, because you can still run weapons. Let me see. Something maybe defensive on this guy. Reflex. Style Bolt, no. I'm just trying to think here. No. Bull's Will, no. Defensive, huh? I am going to put Snake's Reflexes on this guy, just to have a little defense on him. More athletics. A Flagellant's Path. No. Iron Wheel. Good to have for defensive. I could have just gotten that before. No. Soul Mirror, no. I think I'm going to go... Iron Wheel will keep him up, I guess. There we are.
Too predictable.
What the hell's that? Who was that about? But yeah, I do agree with you. Disruptor. Yeah, we want you as Disruptor. You over there are fine. Okay, let's gear Zahua up, because this guy has nothing at all. You can have Raven... Oh wait, you do have those weapons, but we're not going to let you have them. We want you to have Wait, hold on. This is on everyone, but I kind of want to keep that, so let's see. You... Actually, Trader's Merit is good for him. Weapon I gave to someone else because of that bonus of 20 against stun, of length, and everything. This is good for him. Right, okay, then armor. Let's give you something a little tanky, so there you are. Actually, you know what? There's another robe we have in here we can give you. There it is. Blood Blessed Sky and robes. Let's give you that instead. Then we need to figure something else. We'll give you those. And I guess the Cape of Withdrawal. I'm really at a loss of what else to give this fella. We'll give him a nice little top hat, and there's no booties. I guess that'll do fine for now, Zahu. Alright. And good God, look at that health. Alright. Oh, don't mind if I do. So we got Zahu. And yeah, healing defense is so vital. I do agree. Well, let's see, anything else?
Is ready.
You know what? We may as well talk to him and see if we have anything else new with him before we move on.
So the dwarves of Durgan's battery did not destroy themselves after all.
Oh, right. We have to play catch-up with him. Right, we're playing catch-up because he was supposed to be in Act 1. It seems they were completely wiped out.
They left spirits to tell the tale. But the tale will never grow or change. But we have seen no invaders, and the battery was shut. Did they come only to destroy the dwarves?
I mean, they were the eyeless.
Zahua is ready. A hopeless battle was waged in Durgan's
We know.
battery. They seemed to know that their deaths had come, yet many fought on.
We're gonna be summing this up a lot with you, aren't we? Even now, they continue to fight on.
Their bravery was not enough in the end.
I just want to start your quest.
They might have made great Nalpazka warriors, if only they had been born to Khan.
Okay, Zahu, let me...
is ready. What do you need of Zahua?
There we are. What were you doing before you came here?
I hope to share knowledge with the monks of the Thousand Dreams. Their monastery lies east of here. They are said to be seekers of greater truth, like the Nalpazka.
Tell me about...
They still exist. I did not find them there.
Tell me about your home.
Ishimital is vast. Outsiders think of it as one land and its people as one people. But if you walk across it, you see that there are many Ishimitals.
You know what would be cool? I kind of wish we'd go to other places in the little spin-offs. Like, for example, we have Living Lands and Avowed. I kind of hope more spin-offs take a look at other places like Zahu's place. Ixmatl sounds interesting.
The Ishimital that the Khan know is rich in soil and water. The crops seem to grow in front of you. We build our homes along the Aki River, and it is good to us.
Well, we wait for whenever the Pillars of Eternity 3 we may never get, potentially, come out. I know that the creator wanted to work on a tactics game, so just thinking about it.
Though every so often it floods, so that the Khan do not forget their suffering. It would not be the rainy season without my neighbor Esley swimming after his escaped goats and nearly drowning.
But those who have played it, like for example Jay and all that stuff, what areas of the stuff would you like to see covered in this? White That Wends is another interesting area that sounds interesting. What Zahu's talking about, Ixmatl, sounds interesting. We've already been to Living Lands, which is already about.
But home is an idea, no more real than justice or honor. My home is here now, wherever I stand.
Okay. Where did you learn to fight?
Most Takan have two choices. They can grow crops, or they can become Nalpazka warriors.
And also, funny enough, Jay, you talk about Paladin. I was actually debating whether to make Alyssa Paladin at start.
I was the youngest of 5. A dreamer.
I hope so.
Nalpazka were always in my thoughts.
I would love to figure out what's going to happen at the Watcher's story in 3. Because without getting into spoilers, where they left off at the end of 2 leaves a lot of directions they could go with. And Avowed also, without getting into spoilers, also opens up more paths. But moving on.
They did not feel the same about me. 3 times I tried to join their ranks. 3 times I was refused.
And also, I cannot wait for that update to come out. Paladin is. In fact, for example, in Guild Wars 2, Guardian is actually the actual Paladin class in that one is actually pretty broken itself. Anyway, but they accepted you eventually.
They had no choice. Our High Priestess had a vision.
Let me guess. Malikoa.
Malkachoa, plus some other shit, knowing her. No one put on a better ceremony than she did.
What did she see?
She saw me as chieftain, leading a host of Nalpazga warriors to victory over our enemies, the Quechmatl. Our last chieftain had died over the winter. A new one had not yet arisen from the Nalpazga. So the timing was right. The next day they brought me before Ishipilo, the great master of the Nalpazga, and I became his pupil.
And this Ixapilo taught you everything you know.
I still trained with the other instructors, sparred and meditated with my Nalpazga brothers and sisters. I learned from all of them.
Well, that being said about Pillars of Eternity 2, I do hope they keep the split, or the class, whatchamacallit. You can get multi-class in the sequel. I kind of hope they keep that for 3 if they do that. Anyway, continue.
But learning from Ishipilo was a chieftain's privilege. He knew the secrets that could grant mastery over reality, invincibility in combat. When an Nalpazga was deemed a worthy successor to a chieftain, greater than all his peers, Ishipilo would take him in, prepare him for the future.
I'm also just trying to get his quest to start off.
I would not be as I am now without his lessons.
You said your teacher knew how to master reality. Did you learn his secrets? Because we're wondering what reality is. Zahu opens his mouth to speak, only a slow exultation escapes. He looks at you, frowning, and tries again.
Not all of them.
What was it your master never taught you?
When I was brought to him, I knew how unworthy I was. But if he disapproved, he never showed it. In my shame, I gave him everything I had. He tutored me for 7 years, and in that time, I became greater than the rest. Then the day came when he was to teach me the final secret of the Anitle. This is the unbeatable warrior all Takan chieftains must become to protect our people. Ishipilo never showed. I found him in his study, meditating, or perhaps staring off. I couldn't say. Master, I said, is it time for me to learn to be the Anitle? Not yet, he said. And that was all. He never gave me another lesson. A year later, he was dead of old age. They named me chieftain, anyway.
You seem to have managed, in spite of that, like sitting in a fish barrel.
Have I?
Maybe he was testing you.
I thought so as well. I tried everything. Patience, rage, cleverness, acceptance. Not yet, he would say. Not yet.
Someone else must have been able to teach you.
At any time, 2 people know the secret of becoming the Anitle. The chieftain and the master of the Nalpazga. When Ishipilo died, the knowledge was lost to us forever.
I want to ask you something else.
You would ask much of one who knows little.
What happened after you became chieftain? Is this a fan-made or part of the game? I feel this could be Travis William's voice. This is part of the game. This is in the DLC Part 1. Technically, him and Manaha are DLC Part 1. They're technically, their quest lines begin, their stories, character stories are beginning to Part 2. What happened after you became chieftain?
Word of Ishipilo's death spread. Our enemies saw the opportunity. The Quechmatl chieftain came with gifts to honor my rule. But his real purpose was to look me in the eye, to know if Zahua might be beaten.
Thing is about Zahua is probably he is easily missable because he's hiding over here in this fish barrel. If you're not paying attention or you never go over here like I did, I almost missed him, then you would just never find him.
I looked at him, and I imagined that I was the Anitle, free of all the worldly snares, that my master had taught me everything.
Funny enough, though, Zahua's voice actor does return in Pillars of Eternity 2.
When he turned to leave,
I think.
I saw he wore a secret smile, and I knew I had failed. They were many times greater than our numbers. They had been trying to conquer us for generations, and the Takan chieftain had always sent them running. The power of the Anitle. In my heart, I knew we would lose. And it would be because I was not the Anitle.
You really want to be an Anitle? What did you do?
What we had always done. I gathered my Nalpazga warriors and led a charge into the belly of their army. The Nalpazga believed Zahua was the Anitle, and it gave them strength. For their sakes, for Takan, I believed it too. My mind found a place it had never reached before. I could see my enemies' moves before they made them. I could see my own actions in front of me, the path to victory. I did as I saw, and the Quetzalcoatl fell in heaps. And then the Quetzalcoatl chieftain came to face me, and he knew Zahua was not the Anitle. When I saw him, I knew it too. I hesitated. My enemies fell upon me. One by one, the Nalpazga were defeated, and Takan was conquered.
What became of your people?
Of the men, they made slaves. Of the women, they made wives. Their way is to absorb the conquered, make them forget themselves.
What model defeated you? How did you survive?
They take you alive if you are a chieftain. They break your body and your spirit. Then they show you to their people, and to yours, broken. After that, they cut off your head so that they may drink your soul from it.
Well, that just went very dark there.
Oh no, they did all of those things to me.
Food cutting off your head?
They flayed me until my screams became whispers.
Yeah, this is a dark storyline for Zahua.
And my only hope was to die soon. But they didn't stop. And that was their mistake. In my lowest moment, I released my grip on many worldly things I had come to embrace since my master's death. The pain made the world clear again. They brought me out to be executed, not knowing any better. They swung the machete down upon my neck, but it would not cleave. Each hack of the knife brought great pain, and the pain showed me glimpses of pure truth. For a moment at a time, I was the Anitle.
I'm just trying to start his character questline, but this is actually an interesting backstory on him.
I broke my bonds by seeing beyond them. I slew my executioner by knowing I would slay him.
Were you able to free your people after that? All at once, Zahua seemed to deflate. I'm going to assume no.
No. When the pain faded, so did my enlightenment. But it was enough to make my escape. I swore to return when my soul was ready to defeat the Quetzalcoatl.
We're almost done here,
my master's lost secrets.
You said you swore to return to liberate your people. Did you ever free them?
No.
But I figured. On that note, though, we'll leave that no there, because I got kitty aggro. All right, and we're back.
I searched my empty homeland for any trace of Ishipilo's knowledge, but I knew he had left none. It would have been too dangerous. When that failed, I began searching the land to see if knowledge of the Anitle had come from abroad. I visited temples and monasteries.
I have a feeling his questline is tied to this Anitle.
All the while, Zahua was trying to find the answer within himself as well. Meditation, Malkachoa, 1,000 practices he had learned as Nalpazga, or dreamed on his own. He becomes nearer to the Anitle every day, but his soul is not free.
There we are.
Is not the Anitle.
Is there any way I can help? Oh, now you don't have a voice. Perhaps there is. In my journey starward, I passed through a place that put my soul on edge. I still don't know what is it about that place, but I intended to return there after I had fulfilled my pledge to Stalwart's mayor. The answers I search for now are the soul, and such residents should not be ignored. I believe the locals call this place Whitestone Hollow. It lies east of Stalwart. I would return there and explore its energy if we should pass that way. Alright then. What if you die without rediscovering your master's knowledge?
Then the Takan will be no worse off than they are now. But they do deserve better.
Why not free them anyway if you're close?
The final step is the difference between invincibility and certain failure. Ketch model has only grown over time, swallowed all its rivals. It would take no less than the Anitle to free and protect the Takan now. You would ask much of one who...
Let's keep moving.
Sure.
Oh, there we go. We finally got his quest kicked off. After all of that.
Mila, where have you got to this time?
Alright, let's grab some camping supplies and go to the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. I need to grab camping supplies from you. There we are. Anything else going on out here? What about you? Do you have any quest lines?
The others made it back from the fort, thanks to you. All except for that fanatic. But you know all about her.
Nod, stoic.
But what I really want to know is about those... creatures.
You mean the eyeless that killed us 6 times? 6 or 7 times?
The others saw him in the snow. Magfolk with arms like maces, they said. And dead by your hand.
Dead by my hand after 6 tries. The eyeless.
Always thought those were hunters' tales. I can't tell the rest of Stalwart about them. Not until we know more. The superstitious ones will call it a bad omen. Another example of the ill us Outlanders have brought. And it won't help when folk here at Dark's still at large.
I won't murder a man for seeking better life for his people.
I understand. Look, I appreciate what you did. I just hope he doesn't come back with a bigger army.
Farewell. And Kitty is still giving aggro, so another moment. There we go. Shake the kitty bowl so much, the kitty finally noticed the food that was already in there the whole time. Alright. Whetstone Follow. Yeah, we're gonna go to Zahu's mission since it's along the way, and then we'll go ahead and do Manaha's next. Because it's going to be there, and we may as well get his mission done, so maybe we don't even have to have him in the party. But you know what? We'll see how he performs in this questline too. And how the... Okay. Savage Defiance. Eye of the Storm. Vengeful Defeat, no. We'll go with Threatening Presence. The Spirit Lion. Okay, we're looking for a Spirit Lion. What are we looking for, Zahu?
There is a Spirit Lion there, just ahead. Can you see it, Watcher?
I mean, I have killed the lions at the very start of the game. Like, I think they're extinct now, Zahu.
The lion was the symbol of my master, Ishipilo. This is a sign.
Or it could just be the many lions ghosts that I've killed at the start of the game.
Has he come here at last to teach me what he would not in life? To be the Anitle?
What do you propose we do?
I have some herbs prepared. Malcachoa, plus some things I've been saving. We should eat them so we can meet with the lion in its world.
And we're going on a drug trip.
It would be my honor if you would come with me on this journey. A watcher may see things that I cannot.
Very well. Zahua looks at the rest of the party.
That goes for everyone. I would welcome the presence of friends.
He pours a scattering of leaves and mushrooms into a cupped hand and holds them out for others to expect.
Diverus, you can't be serious.
Gotta have a drug trip with our monk.
I'll try anything once. Bunch of times if it's good.
A dear no.
Maybe I could just inhale a few of the spores.
No better friend than one sharing good drugs.
Are you ready?
Let's begin. Zahua distributes his mix of herbs, keeping generous amounts for himself. The plants give off a variety of strong, conflicting odors, some sweet, some acrid, and at least one that induces immediate sneezing. Their appearances are largely unfamiliar to you. You dropped a handful of the mixture in your mouth and chew. The taste is dull and earthy at first, but within moments of chewing, it becomes powerfully sour, then sweet like nectar, and then it begins to take on a new character that's unlike anything you've ever eaten before. Your vision swims, and you can see the world differently. More vibrant spectrum. Zahua takes one look at your expression and laughs.
You are ready.
Oh, God. And here we are in our drug trip. I was not expecting it to do that. Let's go, guys. Let's chase.
Let the lion escape us.
Chase the lion, guys.
Is that flower singing? No. Stay focused, Zahua.
A lone spirit hovers back and forth, agitated and murmuring. I can learn from them, from their mistakes. Their failures have revealed a path to me, and I am very close. Yep, this is the acid trip sequence. The spirit points at the scattered collection of maimed and contorted bodies distributed around the stone path. Something odd registers in your mind about the corpses, and then realization dawns. They all appear to be the same person. I mean, this is what ended up in a fish barrel, so who knows? We might all get in a fish barrel.
I wouldn't be so sure.
What are you getting close to?
On that pedestal you see before you.
Should we be talking about to a spirit? These things usually try to beat me up. The one with the bodies?
Yes, the one with the bodies. As I was saying, on that pedestal you see before you, I placed a gem for safekeeping. You have never seen such a perfect gem.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
I regretted leaving it behind almost immediately. It has been my every waking thought ever since.
Why do you want it?
It is all I have left of something that was important to me.
Very important, by the look of it.
I might be able to get it for you. This is totally not a trap, guys. The spirit seems to consider this. Wisp of essence dart in and out of a shape like bolts of electricity.
That would be most welcome.
Can't we watch him fetch it once? Maybe pick up some pointers? Alright.
What is this that so many have died?
Okay.
Just tasted breakfast.
Why are there traps? Why am I not surprised there are traps? Are we good? I'm gonna quick save. What the? Grab that gem so we can not get out of here. This gem appears to be, at first glance, strikingly beautiful. Yet upon further examination, there seems to be nothing special about it.
Do not succumb, Aloth.
Aloth died already. Let's go, let's leave. Let's not stay.
He was enjoying himself.
Damn it. I gotta take better care of Aloth.
Hey, spirit.
Spreads through me.
You guys good now?
You can do better, Aloth!
Are you guys done? Awesome. Actually, hold on. Boy, and we have Azura, who also might have some really good gear for us. Oh boy. Let's rest first. How long is he staying there? 8 days. Let's rest. Hey, Spirit.
Were you able to retrieve the gem?
Yes, I have this totally not trapped gem. The Spirit pulsed excitedly with light and warmth.
This is a great relief. Give it here.
The Spirit extends claw-like translucent hands toward you, cupped together, and when you let the gem drop, it passes the Spirit hands and lands on the ground.
Ah, clumsy. No need to worry, I've got it now.
Spirit crouches over to pick up the gem. It scoops the gem, but cannot make contact with it. It does it so over and over.
This is a snare my master never told me of. How great, how subtle the hold of the past upon us.
Okay, Zahu. An old shaman hunches over a translucent table. Paint is streaked on either side of her like flames. She casts an assortment of strange objects on the table. A finger bone, a stalgar tooth, a turtle shell, and a few stones painted with symbols. She studied them over and over with disbelieving eyes. At last, she looks up.
There is no mistake. The portents do not lie. Zahua, you will be our chieftain. You will succeed Ishapilo and lead us to victory over the Ketchmata. I will tell Ishapilo that he must accept you. The path must be cleared for your reign.
Excuse me? Oh, I'm fighting myself now. And we have ads incoming. Well, at least we finally get to see what's-his-face in combat. Guys, we don't want to kill our dude. After you. I gotta heal us up. Actually, since what's-his-face isn't in our party, I should definitely look towards going back to support. Oh, wait, we got bees. Oh, and looks like we gotta level up. Grants holy power. Nice. We got a level up for this thingy, which is good because we're gonna need this for when we actually get into fighting more of those jerks. Still breathing heavily, Zahua appears deep in thought. He notices your glance.
The shaman's vision always stayed with me.
Even in this drug trip.
After my master had passed, even after the Takan were conquered, I thought of what the shaman had said and held on to hope. But I wonder if it did not also make me proud and foolhardy. If I ignored my own defeat because I did not believe it possible.
Oh, one moment. I just noticed. No. Give me a moment here. I recognize that herb. One moment. Alright, and it's open for you. Boom. How to get back to the game. Okay. The Khan aren't defeated yet. You're still here.
Zahua has done his people no favors as chieftain, and the Ketchmata would mock your words. But what you say is true, nevertheless.
Alright, now we gotta move on into the next part. Had to check something really quick. Alright. Well, at least we get some loot out of this drug trip. Oh, hold on. There we are. Gotta love that. Oh, I wish they actually had, whatchamacallit. Borderless full screen to this. I guess we'll continue looking around, guys. There it is. Quick saving here, because I do not want to deal with more stuff. A spirit antelope now. An antelope stands gingerly in muddy grass. Its fur is matted and stained around, dark around deep oozing gash left in its left haunch.
Have you come here to eat me?
We are not here to eat you, but you are easy prey. Is there nowhere you can hide?
The beasts of this place would catch my scent. I would not get far. But there may be a way I could be protected. A great tree grows to the north, whose sap has an odor that is repellent to predators. If you could draw this sap and rub it into my coat, I would be safe. I could heal and return to my herd.
Oh, it looks like our spirit journey, we have to go find this tree.
To the north, beside a cave. You will not find a larger tree in the forest.
Not west.
Gallowing speed your steps.
I hope not. Alright. Well, let's go find this tree. What's this? Somewhere you hear hollow drumming. I don't like that noise. I like that feeling. Anything over here? Nope, just grabbing around. We gotta go north on our drug trip to find that tree. I'm going to assume it's over here. It's near a cave, they said. Ah, there it is. Alright, we got something for the spirit deer. Let's go see what is in that lake. Anyway, let's return to the spirit deer, who might be dead, who might be alive. We don't know. Well, judging by those wolves, I think we know what happened.
We are too late. The wolves have come. It was a mistake to leave the animal here, unprotected.
We did what we thought would give it the greatest chance of survival.
That is difficult to accept. In my heart, it feels as though there was more we could have done. In the end, though, the wolves would have come. They can smell weakness from great distances. We may have been bound for failure from the start.
A usually tall man with brown leathery skin and regal carriage bows to Zahua.
Chief Aurelia, why are you here?
I come on behalf of the Ketch model to pay you tribute, great chieftain.
Tendons bulge at the side of Zahu's neck. His fists are clenched. For the first time since you met him, he appears to be on the brink of losing control. He speaks through gritted teeth.
You have come to see if I am ready to protect my people.
And I'm also getting kitty aggro during this too.
Well, are you?
Well, I think we're getting another combat sequence. Yep.
Lava, beyond seek.
Arthur, Worthen, Roth.
Looks like I need to heal us up. While we're fighting, give me a minute. Oh, okay. One moment. Got kitty aggro I need to take care of. Little troublemaker Odin. Okay. Who contemplates the body of his enemy.
When the Ketch model chieftain saw me, he knew I was not prepared to resist him. If I had been more convincing, I have always believed they would not have attacked.
They'd have come for you sooner or later.
Zahua sees this now. This was the life of the Takan. We lived knowing that one day the wolves would come. And finally, the day came when we were wounded and could...
We could not escape them. Didn't even mean to skip that. I guess the next one is over. Yeah, I guess this is the next one. Hopefully we don't have more kitty interruptions. A scorched barn now. Is there really nothing on this scorched barn? Let's see. What the? Grant's carouse? What in the heck boots are these? It's just a booze boots. Booze boots. Considering, Zahu, I'm going in your drug stuff, I'm gonna give them to you. Here, you can have drug boots. Or booze boots. Enjoy them, I guess. Now we gotta continue exploring here. Until we find the next part. Anything else going on here? Oh, where's your next part? Your drug trip. Oh, there it is.
Did you see where it went?
It's right ahead of us, my dude. Haggard man. This man's face is weather-beaten, and his eyes are sunk deep into his skull. His body is scarcely more than a string of bones. He speaks with great effort, his voice dry and grainy.
Will you help me? Water. From the waterfall, please.
Why the waterfall? Why not the pond? The man shakes his head sadly.
It appears to be the same in every way, but alas, it only makes my thirst greater. Only water from the waterfall will do. I wish it were not so.
I can carry you over to the waterfall, then you can drink from the source.
I have tried, but the water eludes me. I open my mouth, and it falls only on either side. I place cupped hands beneath and pull them out dry. Only the first time was I able to taste it. Never have I tasted anything so pure. Ever since, I have not been able to bring myself to leave. I wish only to taste it once more. That would be enough.
I'll see what I can do. He nods and thanks and offers you a water skin lying beside him.
You will need this to collect the water. I will be forever grateful.
Fill the waterfall by the waterfall. Where's the waterfall? Where's the waterfall? Ah, I think I see the waterfall. Water flows from the pool of your feet upward onto the rocks above. Though time itself is flowing in reserve, it sounds more like a stream than a waterfall. Examine the water. Alright, gather some water in the water skin. You place some water in the skin and invert it, filling it steadily. Almost immediately, the water around your hand begins to roil and hiss. You feel an excruciating burning pain as the water begins to eat away at your skin and fingers. Resist the illusion. Place boasts powerful illusions, and you are sure this is one of them. You cling to that knowledge. Oh, thanks for the hydration.
Remember to stay hydrated.
The irony on this one is actually I'm burning my hands trying to hydrate in this. For a moment, the illusion holds. You hold the water skin in place despite the agony of your fingers. Skin gives way to flesh, and then to bone. But you face the surety. The enchantment weakens quickly, the pain fades, and from one moment to the next, the ghastly image of your melting hand is gone. The water skin is quite full, and you are able to draw it away without further incident. When you go to replace the stopper, something strikes your hand from below.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
Okay. I have been carried upward by the waterfall. It drops into the pond. You reach down where the what followed, which are a handful of jewels, pure and blue as the waterfall itself. Huh. Right? I don't know what we're supposed to do with that guy now. I did commit a crime. I was giving a guy water. How does that contain a crime?
Have you had any success?
Give water. We were able to capture some water.
Wonderful! I've waited so long.
And 1 minute. Alrighty. His fingers tremble with excitement as he closes his hand around the stopper and slowly twists it. The stopper comes free suddenly and it flies from his hands, held by a violent burst of steam.
Oh no. Oh.
He upends the water skin, holding it above his lips, but not a single droplet fall. He shakes it, twists it, squeezes it, all to no avail. The water is gone.
Given his history, I am surprised he had not foreseen this possibility. He longs not for the water, but for the experience of first tasting it. he is bound for disappointment. His suffering is very pretty, yet it feels empty. What value does it have if he refuses to learn from it? Can he not see that he seeks something that can never be recovered?
Exparos is meditating. He opens his eyes and looks at Zahu.
Hello, pupil. You come to me with a question, do you not?
Yes, Ishipilo. I have sought your wisdom
butchered
across
that
many
pronunciation.
lands, over many years. Are you here to grant it to me?
Yes, pupil. I am here for you.
Our people are captives of the Ketchmotl. I need to know the secrets of the Anitle.
Of course. The answer has been with you the whole time, pupil. You are blind not to...
Feeling he's not going to give the answer he wants.
Master, please. I cannot hear you. Answer me!
Whose hands tighten around Xipro's frail body. He shakes his peep. The coughing fit continues. He shakes him again, and Zahu's hand Xipro turns to dust. It scatters instantly to the wind. Zahu looks at the dust in his hands, holding them cupped as if to preserve a vital piece of his master's wisdom. Despite his best efforts, the wind carry out the remains, leaving him with nothing. He frowns.
Even after his death, I have always felt that when the time was right, Ishipilo would find a way to teach me his secret. And yet here we are on his trail, and his knowledge is no less a mystery to me.
It will forever remain a mystery.
Is this what I am meant to see? That his teachings will always be beyond me?
Opponent a delinquent at heart. Still don't know what crime I committed for the water. Perhaps it's time then to let go.
Zahua has been looking since he was a young man. If he were to end that search empty-handed, what would he do then?
Zahu shakes his head and smiles bitterly.
I have been caught in a snare, worrying over things that could not be changed. These visions shame me with their truths.
I mean, you need to remember, this is also a drug trip, Zahu.
Ishipilo never warned me of this, but I should have seen it sooner. I have become a slave to knowledge I will never learn. I have denied all my failures.
I imagine Conan looking straight at the guard's eyes and carrying him with the bad deed.
Yet, I feel no different, no freer than I was. There is something I am missing, even now.
Oh, I think we figured out what's missing in the middle of the weird pond out here, guys. I cannot wait for the structure to end and just feel this is just a mad dream. This is a wild...
This may be our answer. Let us see what has been uncovered.
Zahu, you're probably not going to like it. Oh.
You must come with me at once.
Hey, it's Zahu again.
Zahua, you should not be here. If you are caught, they will execute you, and they will not fail twice.
I do not care about my life, Namaltia. I come to liberate the Takan. We will unite and revolt.
And who will you unite? Our men are dead or broken. Their labors were too cruel. Our women are mothers to Ketchmotl children now. The Takan live only in your mind.
Who stands in style and staring where the operations have been? What was that about?
An argument Zahua had with someone once. Nothing came of it.
Who is that woman?
She was a Nalpazca warrior, eldest daughter of the shaman. She would have been, the wife of the Takan chieftain, if the Takan had not fallen.
That really happened?
Some years ago, Zahua considered that he might never learn Ishipilo's secret. But he had vowed to return to his people. And so he did. He journeyed to Ketchmotl, and while their warriors were off raiding, he spoke to the surviving Takan he found there.
You never told me. We just met this guy today. Alyssa? For one, Zahu seems unable to meet your gaze.
Zahua has never spoken of it to anyone. He waited too long in returning. If there was a time to liberate his people, it passed long ago, while he searched for the secret of the Anitle.
Why did you continue to search if you knew you'd failed? Zahu was quiet a moment.
Ishipilo's knowledge was the one last thing of Dekan that might have been recovered. But I see now that I was caught in a snare.
Yeah, this guy knows the way of all the fish barrel magic.
The gem, the antelope, the waterfall. Their lessons were not about Ishipilo's secrets. They were about my vow to return to the Dekan.
He is quiet again. His eyes search the ground, then seem to fix on something. He looked down, but only see a small worm burrowing into the earth near his feet. He stares at a direction for a time, then slowly he looks back at you.
The time of my people has ended. There is nothing more I can do for them.
You are the last of the Khan. What you do now, you do in their memory.
To my knowledge, it is no snare to wish to pay one's people tribute. Even if I should fail, it is a good path.
Zahu looks around and smiles flatly.
The dream fades around us. I believe it is time to return.
Brilliant colors around you seem to dull, shifting objects into their true nature forms. Zahu appears the same as he always has. Same shredded skin, the same fluid posture. Only his look in his eyes has changed. At Leetley, hey, got what he wanted.
Zahua is ready.
Well, let's go see what happened to Zahua.
Yes. What do you need of Zahua?
You seem different. Oh, have you been in my Malachoa pouches? In some ways, I am much of the same as I was. My people ended, I could not help them. This will always color my thoughts. Yet in my years of searching, there is something I have not allowed myself. What's that? When the Naz dies, the body is laid into a pit. All who knew him take turns in dropping worms into the pit with the body. We do it to learn to embrace death, but also to speed him into his next life. It is our way of saying farewell. Tradition says if we do not do this, the deceased warrior remains trapped in the body. Though it is tempting to keep the spirit ourselves, we fail him if we do not let him pass on. In the Malakala version we shared, I saw the last of the Altakan that was in that pit now. And I was the only one left who could cast the worms. They are waiting on Zahu. You say Zahu is different, and I believe I am this one way. I am different because I have cast the worms. It was with your guidance that I came to this, and I will continue to walk that path until I return the favor. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and go to the next part, huh?
Is ready.
Let's see what Zahua got out of that. I think it's a passive you got. No, just attack speed. Okay. That's all you got out of it. Alright. Well, let's leave out of here and get ready to the next part. The Abbey of the Fallen Moon. That was a hell of a duck trip. And we should have a little left, but we shall probably resume the rest of the Abbey of the Fallen Moon on Thursday too, depending on how long this... Who the hell are you? Anyway, what's going on now? There was someone who came to our place and something happened to them? A vicious war criminal arrived. He nearly... Oh. Just a vicious war criminal looking for work. Okay. Longbosk, huh? A dwarf clothed in but a few straps of fur. Puffs his bare chest with every drag from his pipe. Come a long way to get some air, have you? What are you doing here? Enjoying the fine weather just a bit longer. He smiled, letting a cloud of smoke and frosty breath escape through his teeth. My mistress had business with the Andrites. We'll be off as soon as she's done with the Abbey. Meantime, I was told to stay put. They want any outsiders meandering about. Guardy put some kind of hex on me. Says I won't remember any of this, but the copper's worth it. He says I'll wake up at home with a full coin purse. Opposite of most mornings, so that had a certain appeal. Tell me about your mistress. Which one? Wish she were the fun kind. She's a gift bearer. paid me well to start her on her journey, though. I'm looking to get inside. Are you now? Far as I know, straight this way, the middle path on the right, with the ruined arch, if they let you in, of course. Andre's none too friendly, but to their own. My mistress went through the archway, spoke to some guards, and then they headed on. They got eyes in the other paths, cast me dirty looks from afar when they passed this way. As if I'd stand here in plain view, if I had some grand design of sneaking into their blazing church. And what's that abbey got worth hiding anyway? Monks? Up! You gotta go back to help someone at the castle. Someone wants money. You mean the merchant? Or the vicious warrior who's gonna screw my reputation over? Why are you helping me? You haven't got a look about you. Looks like you need it. Maybe at the end of the string. Do you want any other ways into the abbey? No, but it's an abbey, not a fortress. You bet to God it's got holes, like any fat monster. Supply passages, escape routes. I'd be lying if I said I'd never explored one uninvited when I was too young to know better. Help myself to its relics. Let's just say if a certain war goddess got her way, I'll be living the next life as a dung-rolled bug. Okay. Doubt we'll meet again. Any luck, my mistress will return soon. Hope you find what you're looking for. Thanks, buddy. And let's see. We also have your quest line. Hold on. Where are they? Not there. Yeah, we need to go to that at some point, too. The Burden of Memory. Maybe Manaha will get our way in. So, quick save here. Grab those shrooms, and let's go inside. We're gonna go...
Imagine a whole sect
Even our
living
visitor
out
is to
here.
be turned away, he
But
said.
I guess that's the
What
point.
interest would our quarters hold?
Our quarters aren't the worry. It's our brothers and sisters below.
Well, now we have a quest line out here. You can take that one. Interesting. Can we just walk over there, guys? Hey, guys. Who's there? Katoa is waiting for me. I am the Tidebringer. The guard's eyes narrow. How can I be sure? We are in the final days of Mequin's Tide, a time of transition for our church. My presence here is no accident. The guard relaxes and appears to be relieved. Forgive me my caution, we were told to expect you. The High Abbot awaits you inside. Thanks, guys! Maybe we don't have to explode a church. Oh, I can just join you. Not bad. You can take this, Zahua. Zahua, you now got a belt. Congratulations, Zahua.
Huh? Right.
Alright, where do I even go from here? Halls of Silence. Okay, I'm just gonna like more crap. Okay, Halls of Silence. Find the salt well, but we want to go ahead and... They'll be dealt with or killed. Well, we're not going to kill the monks.
You look pale, sister. Find someone to take your place. I'll stand watch.
I'd hoped I was over this illness, but clearly not. I shall take your advice.
Well, let's keep looking.
Done.
What is this? A mural rendered at the face of the rock. 4 panels seem to be arranged as a story of some kind. Inspect the mural. First panel, Anpu, the end. Second panel, Salmon, the flood. Inspect the next panel. Third panel, the ebb. Fourth panel, the beginning. Alright. Paladin, you need to move. This is Hall of Presence. We're just trying to get the area uncovered, grab all the loot. Kinda so we can get an idea of where to go. What in the hell is this?
Saw they let you through. You must be our visitor.
There it
The
is.
High Abbot awaits you inside. Straight back.
Giant skeleton. There's a giant skeleton out here? Hell? Well, in the meantime, we still gotta do, Manaha's quest line. So let's go ahead and try that one first, huh? We got everything where we need to go. So, I'm gonna go ahead and check down there. Just so at least that way, we have a quick save we can go back to in case we're wrong. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish Manaha's quest line before we start the main quest. And I doubt these monks are gonna tell us, or these priests are gonna tell us where to go. Also, this area is interesting. A giant skeleton is in this area that they're using as a temple. When you think about it, that's kind of messed up. And in a cool way. Rising tide. Boner. You talking about rattle boner? This area is forbidden. I'll be going then. Bone. Alright, I guess we can't go in there. We've been yeeted out of here, so... And we don't want to get these guys on our bad side yet. Alright, Halls of Penance, I guess? Oh yeah, giant skeleton there, giant skeleton ribcage there. Where's the rest of this bugger? Kind of creepy, in a cool way. Go in here, I guess. And then we'll finish off the stream with Jay talking about someone to help at our castle. That's where we'll probably leave off. I just want to finish off this Manaha thing before we call it. Can we go ahead and...
With your labors, your presence of mind never falters. I don't know how you do it.
Perhaps your thoughts would swim deeper if your tongue didn't come out for air so often, dear brother.
Can I explore in here, or am I okay? Okay. It looks like you guys don't seem to care that I'm looking around in here. Nope, you guys don't care.
I shall do my best.
Rip. Where is this? Oh, it's just you. We got the guy anyway. Where the other Andres in the Abbey are clad in drab, functional garments, this Amma seems dressed for the occasion. His robe is bright and glossy. His neck and arms are bedecked with jewelry. The symbols of goddess are crowded into every available space.
Ah, good. The Conclave has elected a Tidebringer after all. I had begun to worry.
I mean, totally a Tidebringer. Right. We didn't lie about this. He looks back up, noticing your company, and nods.
And they took my advice in providing you an escort. Very good. I am sorry I could not make your journey easier. I am Kauto, the High Abbot.
I came as soon as I could.
And just in time. The May Queen's tide is nearly past its peak. Much longer, and we'd have had to wait another year. The rules of the Rising are quite clear on that, unfortunately.
I mean, I kind of want to find the salt well for this, our barbarian friend.
When you are ready, we will begin with the recitation.
About the recitation?
You seem nervous. The Conclave chose you for a reason. For a devout follower of Ondra, the answers will flow naturally to you.
Does he realize I'm a priest of Aerith?
I remember my own rising. The Conclave sent me on the same exhausting journey. When it came time for the recitation, I could not remember a word. But it all came back in time. Our goddess smiles upon the forgetful. Our library is open to you, as are the grounds outside. There is a beautiful mural out there that you should see, if you haven't yet.
You already looked at the mural.
And you may, of course, speak with the gift bearers here, if it helps your recollection.
I mean, a good bonus there to forget that this religion is forgetful a lot, so that helps.
Take your time, and examine these things before your recitation.
I understand, High Abbot.
I know you will not disappoint when the time comes.
The Conclave mentioned something about a reliquary.
Yes, of course. I would not pass my station to you without passing that knowledge as well. It is the Abbey's most sacred chamber. When the Rising is complete, I will take you there myself, In fact, the ritual demands it.
Well, that's one way to get over the main quest line. Alright, well, we need to find that salt well, though.
He seemed preoccupied.
I expect I would be too in his position.
They call their crap.
Smells fresh. That can't be the salt well.
We need to find that salt well first. Well, let's continue looking around for the salt well.
Smells like an ocean breeze. We've got to be close.
I guess this might be it?
They call out sometimes. Even the guards below think it's strange.
For Andra, most like. They surely long for her embrace.
I don't know if this is one.
It's here. The salt well.
Ah, we found it! Yay! In a room with a pool. It's small enough, but deep enough you can't see the bottom. Like the glassy surface almost looks frozen. So does Manaha, who stands rooted in place, staring at it.
You know, I thought it'd be bigger.
And I thought you'd be diving in by now.
You know how when you've been thinking about something so long, you're worried that when you finally get it, it won't be what you expected?
I actually don't mind a good bass sometimes, but I love a good salmon and tuna, so I like them both, actually, Blue. Anyway, you know when you've been thinking about going somewhere... Oh, wait. We already did this one.
I mean, for all we know, that thing's just filled with leeches.
You're stalling.
Don't remind me.
Your memory of the massacre has shaped you. Discarding it may change you more than you intend.
Good. Anything's better than this.
One moment, I'm actually curious on the ending here. Alright, burdened of memory, Manaha. But I have to say, most of my favorite fish... Yeah, I can agree with that. Let me see... I just want to check something on the endings. Hold on, let me see. Actually, I think we'll be fine. I'm gonna say maybe she needs to keep the memory. That's where I'm leaning. Don't do this. She considers this with a furrowed brow and gritted teeth. At last, she shakes her head.
Maybe not. But it's worth a try. Okay. Here goes.
Oh. Looks like I had no choice in the matter, huh?
Oh, that's cold!
Hey, what year is it, Clever?
Oh, very funny. This is the right pool, isn't it?
This is the Temple of Andra. Perhaps you need to get something up. Her eyes go wide and she snaps her fingers.
I've got it! Took this from the Marcheso's cellar the night I awakened. Been saving it for a special occasion.
Could have offered me a drink first. And you break the glass. Manaha drops the rest of the broken bottle. We're gonna see what happens if she loses the memory first. Uh-oh. The surface of the tool pied ripples. Manaha paddled at the spreading cloud. Crimson tentacles pop out of it, writhing and reaching. Manaha grasps one wraps around her arm.
Nadiko, what is that?
Get out, Manaha. Another wine-colored tentacle wraps around her head. He shouts as she's pulled under. Manaha disappears in the pool. You can't see something through the crimson murk. And for blossoming cloud away, the waters look perfectly still again, and seconds crawl by.
We gotta go in after her!
At last, bubbles break the surface. Are you alright? Why? What is in there? She thinks about this for a moment. She nods. Lana climbs out of the steps of the salt well. As she does, the reddish color dissipates from the water, leaving only a glassy clear surface with an unfathomable depth below. What do you remember? She squints, thinking. Water pools at her feet.
I remember running, but I don't remember what chased me. And I remember fear, but I don't remember what scared me. I gave something up, but I don't remember why.
That it worked. I'm not sure this is what you had in mind.
Me neither.
She tilts her head. On one side of her wiggles a finger in her ear until a spurt of water streams out.
But it feels like an improvement.
Quickly drips onto the floor. He holds her right arm up and looks like a trickle of blood cutting from her hand. She takes a folded cloth, the one she'd wrapped the wine bottle in, from the floor and staunches the bleeding. He jerks toward the exit. So that's what we did if we got rid of the memory. Luckily, we're already in here, so we know where to go. So now we know where to go here. And we want to make sure they keep the memory, because that, I think, is the good ending for them. And then we'll go ahead and finish off the stream. I'm going to go ahead and speed run that other thing. So we're going to go ahead, speed run over to there, talk to the guy in here.
I don't know how
open in here.
Perhaps your thoughts would swim deeper if your tongue didn't come out for air so often, dear brother.
Drink all their crap.
That I wasn't alone. He has nightmares sometimes as well.
I'm just going to take all their crap.
It surprised me to hear it. He has such a peaceful manner.
I will try.
Alright then. Let's go ahead and continue exploring, guys.
Did you hide in the White March after that?
As far away as I could. The Dominels didn't care I was a gift bearer. Evidence is evidence.
Grabbing you. All the loot. All the good loot. Hello, Odie. Oh, he's going on the desk. Little kitty cat. That's where the big guy is.
I expect I would be too.
The guy's in here. Talk to him again. We already talked to him.
I am Kauto, the High Hancha. When you are ready, yes. When the rising is, I remember our and you take your time, and I know you will not disappoint. I was it was.
Oh,
such
we'll
an
come back to that another time. Let's go ahead and do that another time. We're gonna do that next stream. No, what
smells fresh. That can't be the salt well.
When we get closer to there. It's over here. Quick save, so I can choose it directly this time.
Smells like an ocean breeze. We've got to be close.
They call out sometimes.
This is
the guards below think it's strange.
That's something else
Yes.
there.
See that it is cast away with the others. They surely long for her embrace.
There it is. Okay. Back to the salt well. Quick save again.
It's here. You know, I thought it'd be bigger.
What are you waiting for?
You know how I mean.
You're stalling.
Remind me.
The problem has never been your memory. It's part of the soul that led you to massacre those people. She closes her eyes and shakes her head furiously.
But it's the memory that haunts me. I just want peace. I just want to close my eyes for once and see nothing in the dark.
You can erase the memory, but that doesn't mean you'll find peace. She considers this for a brown and grit her teeth. At last, she shakes her head.
Maybe not. But it's worth a try.
And we have to do that all over again. You have to choose the right sequence for this one.
Oh, that's cold. Oh, this is the right pool. Yeah, took this from the Marchezo cellar.
Alright, now we have to reload and do this all over again.
Stand back!
Here we go again. It'll be fine, guys. We're just replaying this instance we just did again. Let's get out of here. What do you remember?
I gave something up.
Luckily, this time we quick saved, so this time we can at least try and get them to keep the memory. And the worst part is the guy doesn't tell you what dialogue choices that you're supposed to do, but it does hint at what you need. So let's try again.
It's here.
We know.
Gift bearers say, no. You know how I mean. Don't remind. But it's the memory that haunts me. I just want peace.
What if the
I just want to close my eyes for once and see nothing in the dark.
What if your memory of the massacre has prevented you from committing a similar crime?
That was my soul, but it wasn't me. I was a different person, shaped by a different past. I don't think I could do anything so awful now.
You said you can feel the rage that drove your past self. How can you be sure you aren't capable of similar violence?
I was afraid you'd say something like that. My parents always said that anything that seems too good to be true probably is. You spend so much time searching for a way to fix what's broken. You don't see that the fixing would only break something else. Only one thing left to do.
That. Menaha I think we got it this time. Pulls a roll cloth bundle out of her pack. You recall seeing it earlier. She snaps the leather cords that bind it, and the folds reveal the wine bottle.
Took this from the Marcheso's cellar. Been saving it to celebrate my new start. I think it's time to open it.
She jams a knife into the cork and twists it with a squeaking pop. A lush, jammy aroma wafts from the bottle. She holds it under her nose and breathes deeply. She puts the bottle to her lip and tilts it back. After a long, slow drink, she smacks her lips.
A few years past its peak. Good thing we're enjoying it now.
Take a drink.
The best burdens are the ones you share.
Menaha passes the bottle. An unpleasant sharpness is crept into the wine, but it's enjoyable draught nonetheless. Together, you finish the bottle.
Time to make some good memories.
Yeah, you could think that's probably the better ending, don't you think? Anyway.
I shall do my best.
Let's finish off the stupid bandits. Let's finish off the stream for scene. Oh. And we got... Huh. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and head back to there. See that merchant that we saw that came to our place? And then... I think we'll come back to this in next stream. And then we'll progress this main quest. That's all the companion quest lines done too, so that means we can take our druid and whatchamacallit, someone else with us. So I'm gonna probably drop Menaha for our druid and keep Zahua for the more CC, mainly because of those eyeless. So we're gonna go back to the stronghold first. Hey Nua. Finish off the stream, see what that prestigious visitor wants. And after the prestigious visitor is done, we are going to resume this on Thursday. And then the fun part is going to look for someone to raid. Anytime. I'll be picking this up though.
It's been so long.
So let's go ahead, see what that visitor wants. Pick up her companions before we do anything. So I'm gonna swap Menaha out now that their quest line is done. Right, really quickly, I'm just gonna get them swapped out really quick. Swap for Horivus so he can have his CC. Well, rip to that guy. Grab you out.
Well done. A
Swap to you.
fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore.
Never mind. It looks like we have to deal with him again. I swear to God. Rhetoric, do you ever leave me alone? Okay, first, well, we have to take care of that first, because Rhetoric's army is a persistent pain. Okay, let's see what this prestigious visitor wants. Take care of Rhetoric's army yet again. And then we're good to go. Alright, what do you want, buddy? Azaro. Good tidings, my lady. I am Azaro, famed merchant, purveyor of many valuable, dare I say, rare objects. And so, I would like to remain. I have an urgent matter to discuss with you. Something you'll want resolved as quickly as I am certain. Very well, let's hear it. And we do have an army incoming, my dude, so we might want to hurry this up. It's these bandits, my lord. The roads are absolutely crawling with them, and they have local merchants in fright. I'm having trouble filling my stock. My supplier says the risk is too great. Nobody wants to hear that the finest fineries sent out to delivery have been stolen by unwashed bandits. I'll have no goods to sell, and I cannot make a living, nor can I offer you the very many special items for my disposal. I'll have one of my allies assist you. The Ghani will accompany you. She can scout ahead and keep an eye out for travel. We'll keep our ears to the ground, won't we, Itamook? Thank you both. I'll tell the others at once. Such a fine guard should ease everyone's fear. Was I lying on the ground there for a minute? Alright, part 2 is these buggers. Here we go again. Again with these guys. Oh wait, hold on. I need to check you really quick. Okay, you're good. Let's see here. We need to take care of... I'm gonna pop these tentacles. They're usually good to actually have around here. Why does this guy have so much... Our ogre, friend, no! Our ogre we've had since the longest time is finally dead.
I'm ready.
Fight it!
That's a tentacle. We're fine.
Zahua,
what are you doing?
We've lost someone.
That's just the tentacles, guys. They're not worried. I really need to take care of that dude at some point. They killed all our guys again, by the way.
Worth it. Raw.
There we go. Jeez. Now, can you stop invading me every day? This dude does not leave me alone. We will take care of him when we're done with the DLC. I will swear to God that's going to be my priority number 1.
Better indeed.
Kogorot's head. No! Not Kogorot! Not our buddy. Not our sweet Kogorot. Alright. Well, first of all, everyone's dead. Alright, that's wonderful. One of the Wild, Skirmish Archer, Mind Striker, Captain, Line Breaker, that should do fine. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna see what's in here, gonna grab what's in the chest, and then we'll pick this up on Thursday. We're gonna be starting at 4 o'clock. There should be no interruptions, but if there is, I will let you guys know on Discord and Blue Sky. Just grabbing what's in there. Okay, this is where we'll save. Hopefully we won't deal with more random interruptions, and we're good to go. Saving finally after taking care of those. In the meantime, if you want to stick around, we'll be raiding someone tonight. If not, I will let you all know in the chat. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of the week, and I shall see you on Thursday, potentially. If not, see you when I see you. Take care, everyone.